Good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon. This is the Titans. Remember tonight, hey, no normal, you know. Yo, melting pot. You there?
Oh, you mean, my brother? Up.
All right. You know, so we up. Hey, tonight, it's not normal, you know, people, because, you know, we have to correct a lot of things with Andrew them push over the weekend, you know. Or through the week, the whole week. We have to correct some things. Even the Mason all foolishness. You remember what I'm telling you, say, it's a tank. It's really a tank, you know, the water come from, you know. 4 little black tank. For you see the pressure of that, you know, it's a garbage. A garbage. Ian Ears, by the way, do a good job because I catch a video there where I show the people them. Say a garbage. You know? And next thing now, the delay of the general election. Them I think of all kind of things, but the longer them take, it a worse upon them. Not worse, and worse. Now we give them, yeah, give them what kind of talk back in the days we're gonna them talk, you know. Worse upon them. Right? So no care what them do, we are gonna walk them. Yeah, because here is now. Andrew have a case in October. So I'm doing to make it go over that. See? And this is the first government me ever ask or tell us, say, you know, if the time gets on it dissolve, parliament dissolve, then you have a 3 months period. If I'm a leader and I'm going to pan down like when Green that poll, say, I'm going through the gate and I'm going to pan down long time. You see? And by the way, I want to ask him, you know, if real greed, in the ministry, as a consultant in an economic growth and job creation, if you might get paid. Andrew Holness, more you answer me straight. More you know if him one of the consultant in the economic growth and job creation super ministry where you have, and if you might get paid, because that alone is a pay breaching. This guy was supposed to be in prison. I mean, I ask you, what want your answer be clear, you know? You want your answer be clear. If real greed, a consultant in an economic growth and job creation ministry, we need an answer. Yes? So right now we have to work them and then we have to deal with some other things. You see like that?
Yeah, man. Have to.
All
because we are looking Andrew Holness as seek a window of opportunity in regards to shoving back the date at the general election, seeking something that, you know, he shouldn't even be looking at. Because when you have a guy, you know, in a prime ministerial role for 9 years and cannot fix the problem in the country, he should have just relinquished the prime ministerial role long time instead of look extension. So we have to draw them up on that tonight. I wish Malawood Mahfood now bring out our book. Yeah, and I read. We don't want to hear nothing right now from neither Malawood, Mattress Food, nor Andrew Holness, because what we see in front of we, you know, is another breach again, you know, a Jamaican citizens' right. Because Jamaican is not in favor of this current prime minister or him regime. And so it is only fair to the electorate in Jamaica that the election be called when it's true and not the government seeking to extend using a loophole. So we are watch them pan that and we have to beat them pan that tonight, my brother. Yeah.
Yes, the loophole with them. All right, so it named desperation. It named lie, idiot poll. It named them a try, see if them can buy votes, buy out the people. But Andrew, remember, say you have your thing I come up. And track 5, I try work to the deadline. Track 5 coming like one of them that I call Elon Musk up there, mash up in America. I saw track 5 and mash up Jamaica with Andrew Holness them. Them dangerous. Very dangerous. And by the way, I have some video. You know, me always have my thing when I laugh, you know. Now I show you how Flavel, when we return, make the country get done, Sarah. And I done, Sarah, when I done, Sarah, I'll be right now, we're not better. I'll be here. Now I show you something. I mean, I show you how the police run down the pro box. I have to show you. Yesterday, I introduced you to pro box, so money can buy. So disrespectful. You got to have them for turn up. Let me start the show here in a light. And by the way, people, my brother, yes, my brother Byron, him the barber with him son. So if you run the career to know it already, but him the barber with him son. Yeah, I deal with Aisha. So see? All right. Make us start the show now. Knocking. Not worry about it. 1 a.m.
Start packing because you are going.
But I tell you, brother, I'm beating. Hey, people, we're not bit further doing it. We just start beat because we have so much different segment and so much different gift for drawing. But we could start with the finance minister. I'm going to play something what she said. And then I play up on a platform and I show you where the behind that, you know, where fear little thing cause because she not in a health and she mash up health. No health. In a education. And she destroy education the little time she hey, but people them are some people, you know, I tell you, so one Jamal. I show you say she destroy when I laugh, you know. But this is not joking matter. She destroy education. Very. She in your son, she must have a place already. Well, Nigel must stop and Gary. She was sight. Watch this.
Speaker, it is the experience of putting aside something, no matter how small, that still lives on in me. Madam Speaker, it's not where you begin, it's where you end. And I want, and others in social media, who understood the message of 1 cocoa full basket. Rome was not built in a day.
Yeah, that full message, ma'am. Continue.
Take your hand, make fashion.
Yeah, and that, listen, people, when you get promised from poverty to prosperity, or it come turn now one man cocoa full basket of Rome the building a day. We don't live at Rome. No for we are a farmer. So one we not plant no cocoa neither, even if we farm a banana and some people farm orange and everything. And take and make fashion. Then that wasn't the promise. Continue.
Stood up in social media against the nonsense videos about $2,000 Pro Box. Madam Speaker, let me caution the opposition and their supporters about how they talk about Pro Box. Currently, there are 23,423 Pro Box vehicle owners in Jamaica. So be very careful that you don't disrespect Pro Box. Be very careful that
you take her and turn on a bird shop puppy show for morning. But them take her and turn on in a WhatsApp puppy show.
You don't disrespect Pro Box, which is made by Toyota, the largest car manufacturer in the world.
Minister, it would appear that the members would like to be here until 9 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, that look a dictator one. So I could look on the Pro Box. What she talk like people only just follow what me I do, you know. Yeah, she said on this Pro Box and she disrespect Pro Box. Pro Box put your life in a danger with police and everything. Pro Box, it make, hey, I bet you do 95. You have to be careful when you have a Pro Box. You're targeted by the Jamaica Constable Force when you drive a Pro Box, even your family. You think I'm here say so? Watch your screen.
See there? Each one of them require have an 2 car on it.
Let me rewind this. Watch your screen. Where it reads say? Watch your
Amount
screen.
of vehicle. See there? Each one of them require have 2 car on it. 2 car. He unload one van. Unload one van. You see I recommend them a move? You see there? Each one of them have 2 vehicles. Each one of them have 2. Watch out. You see him a speed with the man them? No, the one you have one. Gone down so. Love stop. Oi, gone down the road for the one there. Now see the car go down there. Full speed ahead. Watch ya. Watch there. St. Thomas man them. You don't know who I'm them. Watch it. 2 cars. Look there. The box cover. And watch your transport. Watch him. Watch him. You see how them around me?
I'll do it. We tell them say no target. Nobody follow nobody. Nah, telling nothing wrong on here. Look how them target pro box. Man, I go to them family, but trim of a pro box. Them say a taxi man run. Take out the man, baby man, I take out him, pick them, and take them vehicle. And them continue to do this all over Jamaica. It's bad. Them say I run robot. It's a pro box. See? You can't even talk to them. You have a police person that call me down in a sentence. A man go pick up him youth and pick up the neighbor youth too. Them say a charter thing. The police are them. And them out all still, you know. I no joke about it, brother. But we are continuing with she because she make the place dance. And then I make melting pot be with her. You are going on a platform. Hear this again. You see some pro box, I'm not angry good when you have pro box. Our money still can't buy pro box now, because she's stupid. I talk about take your hand make fashion and one cocoa and Rome. We don't live at Rome. We don't plant no cocoa. We don't want you to take your hand. And that Holness promise the people them. Somebody can promise you from poverty to prosperity. Now I've one of them minister, the finance minister, the most important ministry in the whole government there, so where disperse the money. I say, take your hand, make passion. So if your hand, I must say not fashion and I must passion juice. You can't buy the passion neither. This silly brother. Look on her again, brother. Because I'm make him a shower, but look on her, so look here.
The laborites, let me tell you, if you didn't know.
Yeah, how about this? Right. Let me tell you. She wants our speaker to turn up. Hear this.
The laborites, let me tell you, if you didn't know, this election is going to be like no other. The opposition is hungry for power.
Yeah, well, come out of your mouth. And them hungry for keep power, you know. All you need to do, call the opposition, dismiss them and keep your power. That means election in the next 5 years. Who hungry for power? Eh? Them not have nothing to tell you now, opposition hungry for power. That's Andrew on this. And them. Look here.
They will do anything.
What is?
Laborites, this election is for of the Jamaican people.
It is.
Keep focused. They missed the point about savings. John Fashion. They missed the point about all Jamaica. So they have a little money that they can set aside.
Oh, Jamaica have no money. Yeah. You don't have no bank account. This woman, them say they miss point. Hear this.
And you know why they missed it? The laborites, let me tell you, if you didn't know.
You know, one thing I can show you now. I forgot to take up on her. I'm going to show you one more video now. I'm going to show you where she turned the place upside down. You see, I'll show you the kind of people Andrew have, the handful of people where he have in a Jamaica, where he can get the money and trick. When you ask them a question, simple question, we're not gonna laugh till in a week today, no, because I'm going to look entertainment, but it's serious. Zane melting pot.
Yeah, man.
They're giving
Yeah, man.
entertainment, but it's very serious. Right? These are the people them what Andrew thing said that outer to go listen. Remember, she don't have no sense. When she just say, we push her across where head they're sticking. But this I fear making this too. She the other day, because she make a couple more of them. The other day, 18% pass lady. Before them go
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, 18%.
Share the cost of this to people. Look on this. Listen this good.
Well, if you're going to do a top scene, you have to cut his belly or whatever.
Yeah, these people. This
Is that a top scene? Well, if you're going to do a top scene, you have to cut his belly or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
How many autopsies have you ever done? Will you consider doing one?
Well, I would like to do one, but like the money is not available.
So you
And them people and you want to love. But she and the cat listen me. And then I'm loved. And we have to educate them people here. And we have a couple of them where we still have to educate and reach. Him want autopsy people, but him not have the money autopsy, you know. I'm gonna play it back. Eh? That's what I'm telling you. I'm fear style this no man.
Belly or whatever.
right.
Yeah.
How many autopsies have you ever done? Will you consider doing one?
Well, I would like to do one, but like the money is not available.
So you would like to do an autopsy?
Well, I would like to do it. Yeah, because right now I don't feel my stomach. I'm not sleeping, and my stomach burn me a lot. So sometimes when I eat, sometimes when I bend down, my stomach gets burn me. Yeah. So that's why.
Do you know what is an autopsy?
Okay, I'm sure I know the autopsy, of course.
What is it?
Look here.
Autopsy, it's like autopsy. There's all that autopsy. You have to be specific.
What is an autopsy?
Autopsy. Autopsy. Autopsy.
Autopsy, yeah. What is an autopsy?
Be specific what type of autopsy there is. All of autopsy. So you have to be specific.
Okay. Well, just generally, what is an autopsy?
That's what I'm saying. There's a whole lot of autopsy. You have to be specific.
Okay.
What type of autopsy or what?
People, Ademia Angelov. Ademia listen to Big Mama. Ademia, that's why we say we have to bring back Jamal. This is how we farewell them to two people. Demia, to the kids them, because are the same adoption. Eh? But I have to bring back Jamal. Look,
Whatever you want to talk about now.
my laugh.
But generally, if you had to give me a general definition, what is a normal autopsy?
I'm not sure now.
Okay, that's okay. It's
I'm not sure, but you see myself enough for autopsy. Yes,
basically a test conducted on a deceased person. How much % alcohol is there in water?
There in water. Let's say 70%.
no, I wanna the student this out of school the other day where he don't get nothing. Farewell. I want a little youth this just come out of school. Yes? And them people that Angela, hear me? And them I'm love. Them I'm love. 70% alcohol in the water. Water in the pipe water. Not just water. Hear this.
17. How did you get the 17%?
Eh?
How did
17. 70.
70? Oh, 70, not 17. How did you get 70?
Oh, me get 70. Yeah. Me just feel like a 70.
Okay.
And them people that Andrew want to talk to him can't run put me around here. This is what him talk to. I can't give them 5 grand and them thing. They hear this in feel so. 70% alcohol in the water. Hear this.
Because your 100 can't go, it go too strong, it over strong. Yeah. You know? That's why I'm just saying, yo, 70. Yeah.
Maybe too strong. Okay. Give me a word that rhymes with the word China.
China, vagina.
I'm going to tell one them no.
That's the only way they can take out. How much % alcohol is there in water?
80%.
Yeah, one of your voter them to Andrew. We have hey, a Jamal for them, you know. Look here.
20%. How much percent alcohol is there in water?
How much percent alcohol there is in water?
How much percent?
I don't know. I think me have got Google this. You have got give me some service.
Okay, go ahead.
You know watch you from the other day that one year, you know. He want Google something now. He want service. He don't know the alcohol. Watch it.
Go ahead.
You have got give me some service. So maybe I have got give me some hotspot for Google this. Cause I'm not sure.
A 22-seater vehicle can hold how many people?
What kind of vehicle?
A 22-seater vehicle can hold how many people? Humans.
Does you say somebody can hold?
Jesus Christ. A flavor to him such a young boy. A 22-seat vehicle can hold on go 7 somebody. 22 seats, you know. You have 22 seats for Christ's sake. But it don't go on 7 people. 22 seater. Eh? The 22 seat. Eh? Yeah.
Say somebody can hold. Like a 7-seater, like 7 people you can hold.
15. Huh? 15.
See, don't stop. These things are what Angel love. You know, anytime you see him audience, remember them and talk to. Yes.
Okay. So a 22-seater vehicle can hold how many people in total?
15.
15.
What about if it was a 23-seater? How many persons can it hold then?
3 people.
Well, it all depends, you know, if them slim or fat, you know.
Jesus Christ. No, man. No, man. See, them to go back to Jamal. Them are young people. This is where Andrew, the 9, take off 9 years off of them people. Yeah, just say them. Come on, Andrew. Look what you do to our people, them. Eh?
Up to all about 18, 19 people, slim people.
A 22-seater vehicle can hold how many human beings?
A 20 what that?
A 22-seater vehicle can hold how many human beings?
22, mother say 42.
Jesus, me can't bother, you know. No, me can't bother. Eh? They here. They mash up the school system. Them youth don't have no hopes, you know. Them not have no hopes. Young look you like them not have no hopes. This is way them have tribute to Flavor, you know. Flavor,
Yeah,
Flavor. Them tribute to Flavor, they're a two, you know. 9 years, what are this?
Yeah, man.
Why? How you right?
Because a 22 vehicle, you say?
No, a 22-seater vehicle.
22-seater vehicle. 22-seater vehicle. Let's say 42. Let's say 42.
42. All right. In 5 seconds, can you tell me the 11th?
Yeah, that one, you know. That one you bust and then mash him up, you know. And see how go carry us along about this. They mash up, hey, nothing can save him. One other brother. Yeah.
Month of the year?
No.
What is the 11th month of the year?
I said no, negative.
Okay, but
I said negative. Man, the man don't know 11 months of the year. If you talk about Andrew Holness, them come defend him. Eh? And then around him, that's why Mandy say if you first in study, now make Flavor come trick on you again.
try. I'm not going to give you 5 seconds then. What is the 11th month of the year?
Negative.
What is the first month of the year?
It depends. I said negative because it depends how you interpret it.
Okay.
Some people interpret it differently from others. Yeah. In the Muslim world, is a different.
Well, man, you're there, Jamaica. You talk about Muslim world. What is the Muslim world? No, man, you see, are them people who on this corona and trick all the time. Him and him crew. Not people with brain.
Okay. What about the 11th month of the year? What is the 11th month of the year?
Well, like I said to you, in the Muslim world, they interpret the thing differently.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, sir. Come off of the screen. At them you talk about, brother. At them, yeah, with the handful of them, with them, they mash up a lot of the young people, them, flavor them. Yes? The same one word greed when I ask if him are working at if him is a
Consultant.
Yes.
Same our consultant.
The economic and where the office name
Economic and job growth development.
If a consultant in economic growth and job creation in that office, we have asked him nearly a decades. Take it out for them young people their age, and them have got school and this is where them get. This how them get. You don't know 11 months of the year with negative. There is no negative and positive right there. 11 months of the year, we have 12 months. You tell me about all things and I tell me about all Muslim world. They are Jamaica. If you're born in Australia, somebody asks you, tell me. Some place are 16 hours ahead away, different day today. You understand? Even in a UK, a different day. You understand? So our time not got so anywhere you're there and people ask your answer straight. But these are the tons where Andrew want, you know, run country on and go back the country. This is bad. Yes, like it.
Yeah, man. No, where we are looking in front of you know. This is just comedy at its highest level. You understand? Because I mean, you rightly said, you know, Wayne. If you take 9 years after them people that we see conduct the interview and answering question, you know, so them fall right in a favor and Royal Reid time as education minister.
Yes.
You understand? So we are looking at the result of the whole heap of high level of theft we carry out in that ministry. And the fact of the matter said the government run down the educational sector where the good teacher they migrate and gone because of lack of payment as it relates to them salary. You understand? So now we see the product of the Andrew Holness led administration, but no surprise them like when time the entire population done. So them can go around them and manipulate them and just buy them out easily with a $5,000 or a $3,000. Because this a laughable situation me see in front of me, you know. And when this make the rounds on social media and televised all over the world, Jamaica become a laughing stock. We gone way back in time, you know. From in the 18th century, because me I tell them people fight the Morant Bay rebellion, you know. More educated than them when me see in front of me.
Yes, by far.
This a joke. This a joke. We wouldn't even want to even go over the question and answer scenario. Because it's laughable. So we are tell Andrew Holness said, look, just look what you see in front of you now. And you see how poorly you run the country. That's all the prime asset, which is education. Because education is the prime asset to any nation, you know. Because if your people are educated, you can't grow, you know. You understand? You get dons parliamentarian, you get dons people in a society. Everything I got just dons like what we see in front of you. So we are called upon this administration to exit as quick as possible. You understand? Because we can't take no more of this. Jamaica become the laughing stock in the world. Because when you have two former minister of education who is renowned to have stolen money from the educational sector, this is what we get. Brain drain as it relates to the kids them not learning properly, neither from the tertiary level. You understand? Because adult them may look on, you know, and common sense you expect would have prevail. Even if you never go school, you must know that 22-seater can hold 22 persons.
22 seat.
Exactly.
22 seat. If bike and a 2-seater too, you know, it must say that 2-seater bike a 2-seater. If I carry a 5, if you carry 5. You might say 22. And you say 7.
All right. The next question now. Yeah, the water thing there.
Yes.
How much alcohol?
Hey, strong alcohol together.
You understand? 70% and 80%. That's stronger than the white rum itself.
Stronger than the white rum.
Yeah. So then they realize that chlorine going in water, not alcohol.
Remember, if you go spring water, natural water.
So and spring water and natural water. So them could have answered in any of them two capacity there. Just tell them answer no alcohol can in a water.
No.
It's either chlorine or non-chlorine.
Yes. So
but them say 70 and 80%.
Yes.
You can imagine the man even thinks him say 17, you know. Man said, no, I said 70.
70.
No, man, that bad, man. That bad.
Yeah, the other one at 200 because I want to nearly 10 years or 5 years. Him there in school. We'll greet them and flavor them.
And flavor. I feel them administration, them educated and that.
It depends on which autopsy. No, you're going, man.
No, other part of me I come to learn some. The autopsy part, yeah. You never know, say you have several autopsy. I mean, never know, man, you know, want to do autopsy, but him not have the money.
He not have the money, people, to do autopsy. Catch him stomach earthy, man.
Yeah. And when him bend down, him feel like a pain in his chest and him want to do autopsy. No, at them your Andrew Holness administration, like.
Yes.
Because you go on them people and just dangle $2,000 note. You see the whole of them swarm you. Yes. And you tell them anything, them say yes. You know, hear the Prime Minister say. You know, hear Flavor say. You know, hear this say. You know, hear that say. I told them attack, man. Them man, they know it, man. Now, when you have a society that cannot think on its feet, you know, using its own moral compass, you know, to think, you know, they know you have serious problem in your society, you know. Serious problem. Because a big man can't find the money. Him well want to do autopsy, but he can't find the money. Because when him bend down, him feel like a pain in his chest.
No, me allow, but it's serious.
It's serious.
It's serious.
And Andrew Holness administration should have shame of themselves to know, say, because I certain know when them come and take the country, you know, with education, if it never dep on top, it not they were nowhere far from top, you know, but at the bottom and scrape the educational system and scrape now, you know. Scrape. This worse a man the time when Jamal come in, you know.
Yeah, no, this worse. And Jamal stop back. We need back Jamal.
We have to get back Jamal, man. We have to.
Brother, I'm going to tell you this. You see, when you have, well, I know so much because you have people more who have critical thinkers now, but when Andrew, when they can buck up them one, that's why they can feed them, give them $2 grand and a plate of food, and them one of them are catching. And them one of them catching. So anything when them talk on the podium, we call it pulpit, because them are preaching on the pulpit, on them pulpit, then JP pulpit. Them carry to them, go spread it. Yes, you say, Andrew are the best. When though? Him are the best. Him build up the place. Which part of the place him build up the place. You can't answer me. You can't find something when bring in and not at all. This is what them do. Them rest on the mirror. And them have the mirror over there, so.
No, the mirror in our class, well above where we see in front of we a while ago. You understand? Because in the mirror situation, you know, and numbers, it's kind of complicated for him. But this is a basic common sense as it relates to 22-seater vehicle, how much people it can hold. Must be 22. That's why it's 22 seat.
Yes.
You understand? So everything bad in Jamaica in a way. And you know, it pain me heart enough to see so well then boy, my country, where me love so much, fall back in a Stone Age period. You understand? Where the youth, them are youth are supposed to have common sense. If you don't even have education, you're supposed to have common sense. So common sense gone out of the landscape of Jamaica right now, you know. Look like how the Chinese them come take it away from them. Me no know. Because them are people that I see in front of me, them put me to shame, man. If you know say me as a Jamaican, a citizen in the 21st century. When Andrew Holness promised the people them said Jamaica gonna be a first world country by 2030. And when they are 2025, but people them don't know how much people slung in a 22-seater vehicle. Them don't know say rum no in a water. Big man don't know say autopsy will happen when you're dead. Him well want some money for the autopsy. No, brother. No, this serious.
You know, I know another one him depend young boy. Take 10 years after I'm here. 9 years.
Yeah.
When Andrew come in. If them
Oh, man,
in Mexico and just leave school. All the girls.
a young for you that you know, and him supposed to bright.
Them one they are young people there. And yeah, they not all them not having a them brain. It's shell.
You youth that say depends on which a tapsy.
We shut up, see.
Eh? Come on.
Time in a negative. 11 months.
Remember, you know, at them people here, Andrew representing, you know, young people, you know.
Yeah,
so we want the young people, them say Andrew not have no back, you know. Andrew not have no best interest at him heart, you know.
No, sir.
Because Andrew make sure no say when you gone back in a Stone Age time where education is concerned. Cause I know say if you're a young youth like that when me see, and him I said to the reporter say, you know, so much a tapsy there is that him want to know which one him to be more specific.
Yes.
This bad. So when we look on, but when you look on Flavor, you know, she not different from them either.
You should tell them. And she the cause of this. She and the other one will read.
She and Ruel read at the cause of this.
Them.
Yeah, because right now we Flavor Williams are talking, you know. Or something similar to where them people are talking, you know, because Flavor can't talk, our things now make no sense. Flavor, me don't know which part she there. She want to talk like she's a man on a political podium and I talk to about 20,000 people. You hear her voice I go up and down. Leave her right! Come on, Flavor. Me don't know who you talk to. Who you speaking to? Oh, well, maybe I leave her right them to buy the Pro Box. Because PMP now go buy them something we're targeted, you know. Because right now, Ankiat have more privilege than Pro Box in Jamaica. No two ways about that. Ankiat, where you see, have more privilege. It not get harassment like Pro Box.
Yeah, man.
Pro Box is a targeted vehicle because it is specified for the transportation sector. And that's where Andrew Holness want to make $1.8 billion for sure in budget. You understand, sir, when become target. I certainly know the Ankiat man, them from them pay them look a fee where them for pay them good to go. But no matter what you do with a Pro Box, it becomes an item for Andrew Holness. So I would want a Pro Box. And when Flavor I go talk about social media and Ray as it relates to the Pro Box, and 23,000 of Pro Box in Jamaica. Remember the 23,000 people who own Pro Box in Jamaica. There is a cash pot for Andrew Holness regime government. Cash pot they are.
Yes.
You see how much of them will sit on record? And we not see no other vehicle. Yeah. And learn this how Jamaica carry out them type of behavior practice as it relates to the road and traffic. Where recommend just get work. It's like recommend employ permanently. From them wake up him know say him hit the road with man and police friend them and the transport authority. The garbage them from transport authority. When I stop harass motorists. Yeah? And use the police them as them backup defense team. So you know them come out full steam ahead. You have to just cause mayhem in the society. Especially in the transport sector. We carry people to work and school. So they are penny wise and pound foolish. Because when you disturb the workforce by having people turning up at the workplace later than they should, you're having kids attending school later than they should because of this type of behavior where Andrew Holness practice using the nastiness them from transport authority, using examiner, using police, and them record friend. You know, so said Jamaica must sink like something where you're dropping a quicksand, man. And that's what Jamaica they know, you know. So we are sure the people them say, it can't be that you know want to go back further than Stone Age in a modern time. It look like when you forget what Andrew telling us say. You should have asked Andrew say, where is the first world country and promise, you know? Because we can't see nothing, you know. Resemble a first world country in sight right now, you know.
And this try
We wanna look on a poverty, lack of education, rundown sector, everything run down in the country. We wanna look on is a society where it becomes scary of its own policemen and women. Yeah. We're scared of the government because the government been always institutionalizing certain practice as it relates to so state of emergency. Yeah, and all this thing where we sit on the road and yeah, all type of variances will look ugly. Yeah. The government allow the police them to mash up all the one citizen. You understand? The government they are rob. So I want to ask my Jamaican people them tonight. How much more of this the society can absorb? Because of a country like this, you know, China got to take the country easy, you know. Can't nobody not there to prevent them from take the country. Because for sure, you know, the Chinese them, you know, if you ask them question, yeah, in the language that was spoken, them would have answered it. I remember Chinese, them speak, you know. But from them here, 22 seats, them know are 22 people. And Chinese know say, at one time you can have a taxi when you're dead. And Chinese know say you have rum, you have alcohol in the water, you have chlorine. So them would answer them. But the Jamaican, what we expect now, we can deal with them thing here. Like a duck deal with water. Them a buck shuffle. Eh? It's bad.
But brother, with them I know, you know, and you don't want them changing, you don't want to change the status quo, you want them.
No.
Because if you get them done like this, you know, you easy get vote, you can buy them. You know, when I said one, they can't remember when them Crutchy.
Jesse Hutchinson.
Crutchinson.
You can't call him anything. Donkey face, Crutchinson.
Crutchy. Him now.
What 1,400 acre land?
Plate of food and $5 grand. And them no want work and them no want this. Remember, you know, and the people them give you work. So if you come and talk to me and say them no want work, me I fight, hey, if them people are still like me, them number one, JLP should need to exist much as around. For you set out the country with CIA and kill out 800 other people plus burn down even time and do so much thing. You know, if you have a different party, man, then to go, man.
Yeah, man.
Reason for money. No two way about it. You couldn't there in the state of Canada and nowhere and turn and sell your country and people are skin teeth with you. Them should have charged for treason. And enough of them still there. Queenie and the one of them still there. You understand?
Yeah, man.
Who and them? Charge them for treason. Them should have charged for treason. Charge too. And dead man too.
Yeah, the whole of them they did it. Whole of them. And the Shah, if they did it same way. You understand?
You charge them for treason.
This one here, Lollipop Jar, Edmund Bartlett, him did it too. In my part of it, you know.
Charge them for treason. You can't do a country like this. That means, you know, if you send out to a foreign power and kill out the people, them, and then you expect tell them people that they feed them picnic and grand picnic now when they want to compose and then come do the vote. Like when they do Rasta and then you have 1 and 2 the one, them no Rasta follow. You know. That's why musicians do not follow them. Yeah. Anything you say I follow, I'm not reading a musician. Because we musicians, most of them are, you know, them are Mandaites. Man, the free Rasta, you know. To where them do Rasta, you know. Want to see it documented. Not my word. Say? And then most of them, man, the family Scadies and things. Remember, say me and them and my family, them, you know. So me I tell them, most of these people, them no look pan over the sun. You understand? That's why when man they say Jah, you hear Jah. Them never, you see them gonna try to catch people now and try to trick people. We don't know foolishness. Build back the country. You understand? Build it back. I'm going to show you something again. Melting pot. Holness come out, you know, people. And Holness, remember what I say is a tank is not a cestant that. Holness go fix up the little tank. Put 4 black tank up there. You know, say ear nails them go up there. Never show you the video and show you the little tank. For you see the water run out. And oh, him give people water and when him want. Hey, at time for him go. They move the pipe. You know. They move it. Never show you. Look. And nobody know the water by the way. But this is how I'm going to try to trick people again tie round there anymore, you know, boots up some voting thing. Waste money and go cutting. Watch out. Let me just remind you know. Look on this.
This is the first time in all of my 34 years as a member of this community that I will see running water.
So should I tell lie? Because them have the tank up there and catch them have to catch water when it's full, right? The catchment. Watch out. That couldn't be even a standpipe. That's a total disrespect. So them connect it, put it there something. I'll show you it, you know. That's what.
Your government understands this. That there are many communities in Jamaica that to this day still do not have water.
Yeah.
But the expectations of all Jamaica is that they should have water in their homes, in their kitchen, and in their shower. And it is the intention of this government, the commitment of this government.
People, you know, tonight we have a laugh and do a serious thing. But Janko Jacket knee and Agintai knee look like them a twin and low when a Janko Jacket and
yeah.
Look how them turn up nearly like them a twin in a them knee.
Yeah, man.
In a them foot part. Eh? Janko Jacket are 4 feet 10 in a people. Yes? Continue.
That we will bring water to every household in Jamaica.
Every household them bring Jamaica water to, you know. Remember, I just to the promise, I'm going to play a next video after this. Don't move, you know. Watch out.
We don't make an empty promise. We are essentially making a commitment to you because we are building the economy to do it. We
are building an economy to do it. Like when an economy bill, you have the money and then you go just give people water. All this foolishness. The dumb people, them him like talk to the same people. Let me show you. That's why I'm show you. Look
at it. Never be the case that with a snap of a finger, every community that doesn't have water now will have water today or tomorrow. It's just physically not possible. But what is possible is that if you build an economy that generates the revenue, and you make the allocations and you go through the process, which is what we have done, then week after week after week, I can be doing this. Ladies and gentlemen, the good people of Mason, it is a great pleasure.
Look on the pipe, you know. Look at it. You say now spray. You say now spray. Now I'll show you. Just watch out. It's not spray not gonna away. You know, go look there. It's not gonna away, no spray. All right, watch this now. Watch me. Him come out with it. These are the same place, people. Watch out.
Huh? You're not getting on. Well, this is the 10th house we have come to find out if you're getting water in Mason Hall.
Mason Hall is same place.
Buy half a buy.
Yeah. I've been selling water. If you rain up all night, I'm not getting no water.
Oh wow. All right, auntie. Thank you. Here? Yeah,
okay, sir.
All right, great.
Yeah, yes, Danny, you know.
Yeah.
The candidate, the PMP candidate, I walk. Oh, I tell you, watch out. That's what. See the place they got the people. So the road turn. Yeah, see where the pipe they move it. Kind of there again, you know. Me tell you, look. You saw the place, look?
Place mash up, man.
The constant trucking, you know, 6,000, you know, and you know, based if you have a family of 5, you know that it's gonna take a lot of water to sustain the family. So what helps us over there is the rainfall. So yes, the water has always been an issue. The water has always been an issue. To be honest, based on observation, they promised us many dates that this would have been accomplished already. And to see that the ribbon has been cut and this big celebration and the work has not been, based on my view, it's not even accomplished 50%. You know, so it's still a disappointment, you know, seeing all the excitement and there's so much that is left to be done. You know, what I would say to the Prime Minister is, you know, on
Hey, people, I did dirt that it has showed this. I wash it was the Korean file. I wash out the dirt there, you know. See left, right, left there. It put up. Look at.
until we see the completion of the whole project, then you know, but not until. Also, when I listened the entire presentation and I saw also on videos what was said at the meeting, one of my disappointment was the deception in certain things that was said. Because, you know, to hear that Masonal was never, I've never given the opportunity of getting water for over 200 years.
That's not be like people. Because any district, let me tell you something. Hold on there. Before me even go there, so any district, if you don't have a source of water, you can't survive there. So
Exactly.
Water source. And then back in the 70s, Michael Manley, in build catchment. And the dam them, remember them dam them when them build, when the Cuban them did that build? So
yeah,
in all of these places, you have catchment, you have tanks, you have all kind of things for people have water, you know. Yes. And them have river with them that, you know, access water from and everything. So for you, Andrew do this, you know, so some PR. Just look on the place.
That's a lie.
People, I so look on this. You should stay, so they just push a little pipe, you look on the pipe.
That's a lie. And let me tell you why. The fact that there's a big community tank in the community, you know, it tells you that there's a bit of history. And so the government that built the community tank, people need to understand that it was a choice. They asked the first settlers in Masonal what did they want at the time. You know, and the first settlers, I believe, lack of wisdom.
It's not lack of wisdom neither. Because I like you have men run there, run from Ush River and everything. So the best thing where the dam them where you have, remember the micro dam them people?
Micro dam them, man. Cuban used to build them.
And you have tanks all over Jamaica, yeah? They might have destroyed some of them, but at that, you know, that more feasible at the time. You understand? While some road get cut and some people live out in some place back in the day before we get our independence. So also you get them things and get the road to run and all kind of little things, eh? So when they might say, you know, the people, they might lack of that, I don't know about the lack of knowledge about what them could have reached at the time still. Yeah?
They weren't thinking of the fact that if they build this big tank, they would have to carry buckets of water on the head and stuff. And so the people requested...
No, but at the time, you have to build a big tank. At the time, because them have fair water in the area. So them have to build a big tank and them still have water. Continue.
The catchment tank. But the reality is that the government at the time gave the people what they want based on request. So this is not the first government that will be carrying water to Masonal. It's just that based on request, based on history, the real facts. You see what I'm saying? The first settlers asked for the tank. And so I am still, you know, hopeful that this project will materialize at some point. But for now, it's just 50% for me.
It is no secret that the caretaker here, Comrade Woodbine, is leading in the polls.
The water supply there, he might lead in the pool. A black tank, like I tell you. See them?
Yeah.
So that's just spray a pipe and turn it on. Me not tell you, it's not easy to put a little pump. Come on.
What is the desperation? For 9 years now.
And like the big tank, them in a 4 little black tank in carry up there now. So if they want to do that now, build back something there. but can hold thousands and thousands, even that 50,000 gallon tank. You know, they like how they built. You carry 4 black tank. Eh?
Jamaica Labour Party government has been the government of the day. So the people of Mason Hall could have received and gotten water already. But he's ahead in the polls. So therefore, you're going to see trick yard, you're going to see scamming, you're going to see every other kind of thing that can come to you, the people. But I am here to say, here's the pipeline, here's the 2-inch, here's the 6-inch. For 1,000 gallon tank cannot give 1,200 citizens water. And you at home know that with your 650 tank or your 1,000 tank, that it can only last for 2-3 weeks for a family of 4. What says 1,200? Let me say something. Look, I hear the Minister of Water, he speak about mischief making. We're not mischief making. What we're doing, we're agitating.
And you know, so them out there when them say mischief making. Now you have the shadow cabinet minister, them, you know. When Andrew was a pest, everything we Portia do, and Portia do the right thing, and come destroy the place now. Anytime the opposition talk out, and the shadow cabinet minister them talk out, them are make mischief, them are so disrespectful. Remember them job to speak up for when I right, but this is how I'm disrespectful. You understand? Don't forget with Andrew fast. Continue.
Yeah, man. For facts and the truth. The truth is, there's no pipe in 1,200 homes to get water.
No pipe.
Look, let's start speaking honestly to the Jamaican people. Let's start speaking honestly to them and get an honest solution in ensuring that we can give water. But look, right across the country, there are candidates that the JLP has put up that is desperate right now to hold on to anything. And it's because, as I said before, Comrade Woodbine is leading in the polls. I want to say to the people of Mason, look, you have a fighter here getting ready to fight for you. So ensure that you elect him your next member of parliament. See what's carrying water there for the people in Mason.
People still have to be chucking water to their homes.
People, before him talk, look on the little pipe and leave off of that, come down. So not kind of look on the piece of pipe, and this Andrew go turn on out on the road, you know, and him give the people them water. You couldn't just buy your tank and go chuck your pipe, then put water, you go chuck your water same way. Eh? Him not do nothing. Vote him a look. But him a take them like them a done same way, and them things say, when you have a 22-seater, only 7 people all night. You understand? And things say, when you have to do a topsy, you know, and something forget your ulcer better. Because the man same ulcer.
Yeah.
And them kind of bad stomach. So him want to do, because when him stomach hurt him and things like him have ulceration or something. So, you know, him thinks that topsy, I forget him better. And then it's a topsy when them do it for him not get up back. Poor thing. Eh? Yes. See that?
Yeah. So basically, residents of Mason and St. Mary as a whole. Our problem is not about the system, because Mason deserves water. My problem is that as an engineer who would have laid many kilometers of water, I've never seen water project done in this manner.
True. There's no water in your pipe now, but keep hope alive. Have hope in Comrade Woodbine going forward.
Yes, man. Portland 60, where you come back for? Yeah. Yeah, really stop the part. Portland 60, me not tell you, say no come on. Oh, only can come back around here, say, you know, say, I can flush in a Portland 60, you know that. Just go back at the Red Vase office. Stay at the Red Vase office and Woodbine and Woodvase office, man. Watch where you watch, but don't put no comment on. Go put it at Big Mama, man. See? Because you know where I flush. You know where I flush. It's in Portland 60. Yeah, man. Just keep your pass them off the keys when it comes to there. So, yes, brother.
No, when the Prime Minister go there, so, yeah, and lavishly speak about water. I mean, a woman I talk about from she lived the 34 year, the first. She has water. It's bad. You understand? It's bad. Because, I mean, we know, say, that is only a supply of water. That is not water in your house coming through a pipe. So what am to when them 4 tanks they run out? You don't guarantee if you go there and get the water, because at some point in time they will go empty. But as you know, the personnel there was speaking, that is PR and 3 card.
Yes, man.
and Andrew Wallace feel like the people them don't know about PR and 3 car. Them know about it now. Them know about it, Andrew. No 3 car game can play upon Jamaican citizen again. No PR, them rub out them thing that them done with them thing there. You understand? You have to come correct and come clean to the people them now. And remember that's not part of your DNA, you know. Correct and cleanliness. That no make up in a you. So we are tell you if it does leave the office, man. Give up this prime minister position, yeah. Because you cannot take the country further, you know. You had 9 years and you've been a failure. And I don't know how you're going to get all of these things done within a couple of months leading up to the general election in September. Yeah? So don't come around with nothing like this because we told you in no uncertain manner from last year that you should not campaign on road and water. But yet still you go against the Titans and campaigning on the same subject that we told you not to. Because you know what I'm telling you, you're hard of hearing. Your ears too tough, Andrew. This is why you're not so much shit pit, you know, with the country, you know. This is why United States I use you as a bargaining chip, you know. This is why the whole entire world lynch you as a criminal. You understand? Because your ears too hard. And you don't look like you take telling. Because you see from we are talking, you could have do better. But I'm glad you show your true colors to the Jamaica electorate. Everybody know you are one of the biggest liars and one of the biggest thieves ever run through Jamaica. So right now, don't go around with this water thing or this black tank thing. You understand? That is not water. If you'd have give the people of Mason water, would have said, you know, some bulldozer with some backhoe on it a dig, and I'll lay some fat pipeline. Yeah? And you'd have set the infrastructure already. You'd have a dam and a treatment plant that look like or resemble water. Black tank on the water. The catchment pool that. Where truck water come full it up and the people them use it till it run out. That no guarantee them have water. That don't guarantee, you know. And I can bet you and your friend truck a drop off the water. I bet you a wood bars truck you use round it. Because we know no corruption rings here now, no spread it far and wide. So we are tell you, say, if you can't lay the underground pipe, if you don't have a catchment plant up there and with a treatment plant, yeah, you need to do some micro dam. You should have do that over 9 years. With the treatment plant. And the pressure would have look different from what we see you. I remember you squeeze pan it in and a spray and it now gone away. Because them little things that we see I run uphill there. Them they can't carry water pressure, man. So you need to understand, say, the people them fed up by you now and the people them have been rejecting you at the poll. The people them do it from last year, you know. Local government election was a sign to the people them not in favor of you no more. And I think you'd have bow out with a little bit intact. But right now, you have to leave the political arena with nothing, you know. Nothing. One of the worst prime minister, and that I got tag you. Nobody know in your hand, everybody say you're a scammer. So what you plan for do now? You plan to extend the date for the election. But remember, no, you can only extend it by 90 days. You can't pass the 90 days. I mean, I don't know why you don't want put yourself in a situation for 90 days more what a murderation from the Titans. Because we don't stop beating you, know. We not stop beating you, Andrew. Because when you take Jamaica to Andrew, it's a place of darkness, no light. You can't imagine that thing as water where you promised the people them. 9 years ago. And you just go up there and look something a trickle water. And people still in the surrounding where you say you give water to, still have to buy water from the truck. Or depend on rainfall. Don't bother with it, big man. Don't bother with it. Because right now, me there, I know. I'm fed up of your conduct as the Prime Minister in Jamaica, you know. Yeah? So me see you start the year on a different segment. But me don't understand where you go with this thing, you know. Kind of the history of Jamaica, we never see police have that statistic, the one a day in our country. So you that do a thing and know to stir up a little thing in the society where you say you have to extend it because the country in a certain situation with crime and you know call. Don't bother with it. We are watch you and the police them look idiot one them where you have around your work. We know this I was one on the plan, you know, because we know you, you know. I mean you look a nasty rat where you have when you bush rat, you know, come out and sound and surrender Jamaica to the PMP. So maybe this is one of the plan. You can have Jamaica for a 90-day grace period because we're not going to allow you to. You understand? You need to just call the election, man. And when you call the election, you have to do yourself a favor, you know. Because you're in the firing line. You have to take yourself out of the heat. Go cool off with your millions still ready for it. Look how much money you have and you're still a run down third term. So you don't have no plan to spend your money. Or actually you know it not clean. So you want time to clean it up. Nah, work. We know about it already and we know say it's dirty. So if you even get bleach and soap powder, it can't clean. Yeah? Because that belongs to the country, you know. That belongs to Jamaica. And you have all a piece of garbage where you still have carry around. You like, you know, to say if you dispose of him. Because him stink and rotten, you know. Royal Reed. When that me here, you go on with the Royal Reed now, have him as consultant. Eh? Consultant. As it relates to job creation. What you do? Royal Reed for them behind bars long time. Royal Reed that drag you down, you're so stupid and fool. Crab better than you know. I mean not talk crab where you have around, you know. You talk crab itself. Because when crab step in a shit, them lego them clap. And Royal Reed is a piece of shit. But you know lego find. So we know we now go. Hold on with a bunch of vigilant. And we have to deal with it and deal with it correctly, you know. Because remember, you know, people have to serve time for the crime what them do. Because I'm not different from ghetto youth. Hold on with man I get to, you know. Because from me know myself, you know. The majority of politicians, you know, and I get to them ban. Check the stats. Andrew, I get to your ban. You understand? So you're not different from none of the ghetto youth. I remember your criminality surpass all ghetto youth combined from crime are committing at Jamaica. None of the ghetto youth them put together and rob where you rob the amount. Yeah, and them not destroy people life. Like the amount of people you destroy. Because remember, you know, the pandemic death rate upon your watch, you know. The series of 1,000 odd murder rate a year, plus last year, you go across the 1,000 mark and go into the 2,000 bracket. Me know say you end up in the 2,000 bracket last year. Them that upon your watch too. They promise the people them a better pathway to security. That's how people could have sleep with them door and window. That was your promise. I remember you on many occasions say you don't make promise, you make commitment. So everybody should have benefit from that. But what we see, murder rate gone through the roof. Because you have a gang for yourself, you know. Them criminal policeman there, you know. Where you have a go around in a balaclava, you know, Andrew. Yeah? With rucksack on them back and slippers and them thing there. You know. Which part of the world you see a police force look like that? So right away we know so them that gangster. You have another guy where run death squad around you. We want to drop in a strategic position, acting commissioner in charge of crime. But that man is a crime monster himself. So him can't be in charge of crime. Because he's a crime monster. Him commit crime. But at them they have around you. Because you feel like them there are your protective armor. Yeah? But then none of them now shine, you know. Them dark. Because corruption stain them. Till them dark. Nothing reflect off of them. Because them are just some garbage. Some known criminal activists. Corrupted element. And them people you have around you. So we want to know what you do. Just come out no man and call the election, man, and stop waste the people them time in Jamaica, man. The country want to move forward. If you care for Jamaica and Jamaicans, relinquish the throne, man. And make the country free up and go forward, man. Because you can't do nothing for remedy what you do. The damage already been done. And there's no solution to fix your problem. Because your problem is insurmountable, you know. You understand? Cannot be rectified by you. It have to be rectified by someone else. And the people have seen the person that they want to do that job for them. And they are just waiting on you to vacate the space. But instead you're trying all manner of evil to find ways and means to create loophole by sending whole Malaroon mattress to come read the Constitution to we.
Make sure the people. Make sure the people them and them will dissect she because she. Well, I mean, I know number one. This is the first time in the history of Jamaica me ever say a government send out a crisis like Malawi mattress. And
yeah,
right now, people, never play on the ear with shots and them will dissect because you know this will show you. Remember them come out to that green that poll January, don't it?
Yes.
And we say, where am I lead? And we say, we not alone listen to that. This is garbage. Yeah? Them dry it back. Because them did push out. So something leak. At the first, remember you say, poll all a leak. Because I know poll like a big mama them swing pan. I don't know a poll a leak. I never know a poll is like a house top where it have poll and leak. Poll leak. Because if them kind of data poll, I never hear poll leak yet. Man just release poll. No paper never write up and say poor leak. Because Tompa jacket, 4'8". Yeah, around 4'8", 4'10", you know, Dranko jacket around 4'10". 4'8" or 4'10". Now for look back on the thing. But him under 5. So 4'8". Yeah, 4'10". Him team going for a cup there, so. So them a try to do this spin. That Andrew, you know, position himself and thing, but you know, remember when them call traditional media now say nothing, no, social media. We in a diaspora, you know, spread out the thing and people have better sense than what them do. And when we talk, it not come off in the stay. And we not do tablet, so we are hold them. This is the first time that the history never hear a government, somebody in a government come out and I tell you about. Nobody never asks her nothing. She carry on the book. And all of a sudden, come a lecture to people, you know, about people have it wrong, both the election and the date. And them only have it wrong, it's right. Right. When them say fixed date, you know, it's a two-way thing about this thing. And let me show you something. At 5 years, automatically, it dissolves Parliament. So you have no more member of Parliament when that come this, right? So dissolve. And them have to keep it in a 3 year span, called election. But why did I run it down to the wire? Why did I use that and use the terminology? Why? It's stupid. Because tell me why them did a lead in a poll like with them say, think them that come out and I say these things. Them I think I can away, but me tell them just so. The longer you hold up in the more people get hungry in themselves. Because them know you go banker. They know. Who live in England, well, they're England now, like if you live in the UK, you know, when we say one kind of people are laughing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. I see your thing. I see your thing.
One cup and foot all over the place. Yes, they're bonkers. Let me play her better.
I hear it often said that
Look
the
how move this
elections are
100%.
due by September. That is not constitutionally correct. What the Constitution provides for is an outer life for the date of Parliament, and that is 5 years, and the life of the Parliament commences on the first sitting of the Parliament after general elections, not when the general elections are held, because we know that the electoral laws require formalities to be complied with about counting, and sometimes space has to be given for recounts.
People, what you talk about space have to be given away? Who asks about nothing like this? No one. Nobody. So if him call the election, lady, him call the election the 3rd of September, yeah, and the first sitting go up on the 10th or something, well, automatically, that have to dissolve on the
10th. Yeah.
So we know
Yeah.
when it dissolve. So when them say June, September for June.
Yes.
December, it automatically dissolve, she said. Unless the Prime Minister call it before, and then before gone already.
Right.
2024 gone, can't gonna call it 2023 now. You could have called it 24. You could have called it 21. Even 2 months after, or a month after, him just win.
Him could have called it.
But yes, so now it did start Parliament, it did automatically. So just say no, that fits for the 5 years. So although I might call it in a 4 years and get a different date. But 5 years expire upon that date, the first time when them sit, it automatically dissolve.
Dissolve. Yeah.
And they have a three months window. We know. Remember we run us, you know, remember knowledge full run us, you know. Run us, so we know do, yes. So we know. So we know it's a September, June. Everything dissolve and then you shall look the extension within the 3 months. What shall I tell we this one? Eh?
I don't know, because I mean we're not here wanting to know anything about, you know, election and the gadget around election as what she are relate to, you know. We already know that. You understand? And I don't know the real rhetoric behind she coming out with this. No.
No, but at the first we ever hear.
We never seen nothing like this yet, Wayne. Leading up to a general election. We have never seen anything like this type of presentation. So I want to know what's the rhetoric behind this. Won't have up on the sleeve. Why I'm just sending you out now to come address the electorate as it relates to election and stipulation and all these things. We don't want you to violate the people and constitution right.
Yeah.
Call the election, man. Call it by June, July. Why you want to run out the clock by yourself and look like a stupid cupid? The time is ticking. Time come now to call the general election. And we don't want to see a Malawood mattress in front of we now. A waste resource. Yeah, I come deal with them type of presentation.
Yeah. Why make the people then finish this time, you know, like, and then we'll play Dr. Dayton Campbell. We'll play the opposition and hear them response to this. Because same thing when I say the opposition release something and I say the same thing. You know, when them come out with this far, what them up to. So let me finish player. Because this never, remember, you know, we know saying in September, it can remember at this so it did solve Parliament. You know, the more MP. You know, no member of Parliament. None of them. And no more member of Parliament. See? If him keep and make it reach the line, automatically it dissolve.
Automatically, yeah.
See? So we know she can't say it dissolve in October, November, it dissolve in September.
10th of September, to be exact.
Yeah, so I think if them go the 10th or the 12th, it will dissolve there for the 8th because then they don't go back into them diversity. So no care what them do, we know it will dissolve somewhere around there. Continue.
Judicial recounts. So it's important for all Jamaicans to understand that the life of the Parliament is not fixed because we do not have fixed elections. But the outer life of the Parliament is 5 years. And if elections are not called sooner, the Parliament automatically dissolves on the 5th anniversary after its first sitting.
So we know set of dissolve in September upon the first sittings. Can the first sitting in September after the election run? So we know it never the first sitting over December or January the next year. It was September because they never get along. So what shall tell we say? It had dissolved Parliament in September. So when I wait when it what happened to this? Asia Wanka too. No, I'm afraid that Shawanka. What thing it pana? What am I afraid about? Can you imagine? And the first we ever hear something like this. And we never ask her, we not continue.
And then the Constitution also provides for the holding of elections within 3 months.
See, 3 months.
Parliament being dissolved. And that is set out.
To draft for the book now. Set up within 3 months of Africa. So to draft for the book. Shall carry on the book to come lecture people. Hear this.
At section 64 of the Constitution, section 64(1) says that the Governor General may at any time, by proclamation published in the Gazette, prorogue or dissolve Parliament. Subsection 2 provides that subject to the provisions of subsection 3 of this section, Parliament, unless sooner dissolved, shall continue for 5 years from the date of its first sitting after any dissolution and shall then stand dissolved. Subsection 3, at any time when Jamaica is at war, Parliament may from time to time.
Mom, Jamaica is not at war. We shall read out that too far. A war and look. We're peace. The murder rate gone down. We're good. So am I look now. Continue.
Extended the period of 5 years specified in subsection 2 of this section for not more than 12 months at a time, provided that the life of Parliament shall not be extended under this subsection for more than 2 years. It says,
people, we are in Cuba now war. We are 80 now war. We know in another war. We have a disaster that even when we did have Hurricane Gilbert, by a couple months is the election in 89 and them get swept completely. You understand?
But him can't use that either way. Because remember him call one night pandemic with you, so him can't use disaster.
That was now hurricane just like a day and then a week continue. Continue.
Subsection 4 says, if between a dissolution of Parliament and the next ensuing general election of members of the House of Representatives, an emergency arises of such a nature that in the opinion of the Prime Minister it is necessary for the two houses or either of them to be summoned before that a general election can be held, the Governor General may, by proclamation published in the Gazette, summon the two houses of the preceding Parliament, and that Parliament shall...
The Constitution Minister, she don't know it, she have to read it, a matter of fact, she have to do it like a grade 1.
But it's a grade 1, the recital me here right now, she a box shuffle, she a itch.
But she's the Constitution Minister. Minister of Constitutional Affairs or something, but she don't know nothing. She have to have the little book. Continue.
Thereupon be deemed, except for the purposes of section 65, not to have been dissolved, but shall be deemed, except, as said, to be dissolved on the date on which the polls are held in the next ensuing elections. And it indicates that in the exercise of his powers under this section, the Governor General shall act in accordance with the advice to the Prime Minister, provided that if the House of Representatives, by a resolution which has received the affirmative vote of a majority of all the members thereof, has resolved that it has no confidence in the government, the Governor General shall, by proclamation, published in the Gazette, dissolve Parliament.
So chat about the no confidence. You know why I read a part, you know. But them have two-thirds that come and then no confidence, and you know, so they not do this kind of the one of them corrupted. And Trish, you're right, with a little book and then make sure you get a little book. She don't have the legislation herself, she go for the little book. She definitely carry it for one school Jamaica now. And tell them, say, well, we have what we call it, you know, we about 3 months window for we call it, not for wait, you know. But let me tell them something. Them couldn't work as an MP if Parliament dissolve. So when the MP them are going to pan down and I said, me want to do something, them could not do that. In the last few months, so Andrew look time, but him forgot. He might forgot a court with the IC in October. So
in October.
In the gentleman. Yes? Because that's remind the bunker. That him have a court case for the answer to. In October. And you know one of the people that made a court case of the IC, you know. You understand?
No. Provides for the dissolution of Parliament where there is a no confidence vote, and elections have to be held within 3 months after the Parliament is dissolved. All right, so that's the specific learning for members of the public today.
Learning for members of the public. We never asked this. We know about it long time. And everybody want to talk about it. We could have talk about it. So tell me what. She has said the learning for the public. What she tell me this for? Make we have a date and Campbell say. Get off of my screen, woman. See? These are the learning for the members of the public today. Which one of the public asks are this? Parliament after dissolve in a September, and the date not September the 1st sitting, which are somewhere between the 10th or somewhere around this or before, right? It have it, so it have dissolve same way. And then if October, November, December, you're going between where you're going to do. That for sure said them in a panic mode, you know.
Them running scared, man. Them running scared.
Yes, them do canvassing, you know, canvas. And them say nobody know of them.
Nobody know of them.
No better. And them have 20, him alone have 28 bank account. The one of them whichever
right.
Majority of them have more. And the country poorer than where them come see it. Yes? So they from poverty to prosperity. I better Nancy, you know. Let me give you a joke better Nancy, you know, brother. Hey, when you hear about better Nancy, some folk, hey, let me tell you this. Folk like, yes, a better Nancy going on a granny sick, you know. A granny.
Yeah.
I'm sure them a better Nancy. Them look a story. And better Nancy want to eat the people, them granny, you know. And better Nancy say, my doctor, you know. Yes. And better Nancy say that he want get granny better. He want pot, he want coconut oil, he want seasoning. He want, when them hear the pot inside, and he want stove too. And when them hear matches and everything, and when you them better granny getting better. Better Nancy them have granny and cover up bone.
Yeah.
And give them some days, make granny rest first, so when them go in there pay a bone. This is Andrew Holness. This is Andrew Holness, 28 bank account, 473 million in a 3 book. And I know him can't tell me where the money they come.
But when me want to ask Andrew, yeah, and Mallerwood mattress. At the first election, Jamaican I go to at the poll where you know, make the people am aware of how election. Because this look like it's a first time venture. This is something we are going for how long now, you know. Everybody know about this. You understand? And no other government in office has ever done this. Where you send out a personnel who understand about constitution to come tell the electorate as it relates to what can happen. Now this must have some mode of operandus why them come out to this. So Andrew, come tell you where you plan, no man.
I'm going to show you with Dr. Dayton say, because we are saying to Dr. Dayton Campbell, listen this.
Following is a release from the People's National Party Media Unit.
The People's National Party has taken note of the gratuitous comments and public recitation of constitutional provisions by the Minister of Legal and Constitutional Affairs, the Honorable
Marlene Malou Fort, MP, regarding the timing of the next general election. At a time when the Jamaican people are experiencing immense hardship, with 58% saying the country is headed in the wrong direction, 66% believing corruption has increased over the last 5 years, and over 48% citing crime and violence as the country's biggest problem, the minister's intervention appears designed to inject uncertainty and confusion. It reeks of desperation and appears to test the patience of a people who are already demanding meaningful change. The Jamaican people expect to go to the polls by September 2025 to elect a new government. That expectation is not merely political, it is constitutional. It must not be frustrated. The public is already engaged, with nearly 42% of Jamaicans saying they definitely intend to vote, and another 11% saying they are quite likely to vote when elections are called. The PNP reiterates that under Jamaica's constitution, if the Prime Minister does not advise the Governor-General to dissolve Parliament, it will do so automatically upon the completion of its term. Once Parliament is dissolved, a general election must be held within 3 months. Jamaica is not at war, and there are no conditions currently present that would permit a lawful extension or deviation from this timeline. We caution the JLP administration against abusing or misinterpreting any constitutional provisions for which the objective requirements do not exist. This government's track record of constitutional recklessness is well documented, from pre-signed Senate resignation letters to the appointment of an acting Chief Justice in breach of convention to the NIDS legislation which was struck down by the Constitutional Court. Jamaica's constitutional democracy is strong and resilient, but it must not be undermined by an administration attempting to extend its time in power by dubious means. It must be noted that while Jamaicans are steadfast and committed to democratic norms, the minister's comments are dangerously provocative and entirely unnecessary. Both political parties are already in campaign mode, and the people rightly expect an election by September 2025. If the minister's statement was merely an attempt to test public reaction or distract from the mounting failures of governance, let it be known the PNP will not be distracted, nor will we back down from our duty to stand with the people. I am therefore calling on the Prime Minister to urgently clarify the purpose of the minister's comments and to reassure the nation that there will be no attempt to delay the election or interfere with the constitutional timeline. Now, more than ever, the country needs leadership, not evasion, distraction, or constitutional mischief.
All right. So me I tell you 100%. And me I tell you say, them afraid out of them wit. Because hear this now. You see if Andrew, when them do the internal poll and leader, so in the call election from January, now December.
Yeah,
so
man.
They call election already. Same way I'm doing at 2020. Right?
Yeah.
So now you see my if and about answer now. Nobody never asked you this, you know. We know it, remember, you know, it did solve Parliament. Because them do most of the it come up to the 5-year anniversary, September. So that is it now come up in the anniversary in October, you know. And
no.
Next year, September. So when we say election of the card September, we're right. Because the
definitely.
There, yes. No care whenever they call it January 2020 and January 2025, yes, when that on. In
yes.
September 3rd. And the first sitting at somewhere at the 10th or somewhere little before at the craft or somewhere around there in September. So it a dissolved Parliament. And when chatting about the 3 months, the longer them take it, more out of people head. Them no like, you know, Andrew. Don't forsake, listen. Stop by the people, them, you know. We don't know where you say, and you know, say, Imsen I wrote, you know, better. For you say,
Imsen I wrote. She can't come out. All of them work for where Andrew Holness, you know, prescribe, you know. All of them. Andrew Holness have to prescribe, yeah, the medication and then take it and come out. You understand? But we know, say, this are just garbage, and this is just showing how, you know, scared the Jamaica Labour parties are in going to the poll come September, because they know they cannot defeat the People's National Party. They know that for a fact. And so they are looking at an extension in time. But they should have heard us all along using the slogan, time come. That should have prepared them. That should have got them steadfastly working towards ensuring that time becomes the essence of this general election, and it don't spill over into a period where you look seeking an extension. Call the election, man, because I mean the country want to get a restart, you know. The country want reset and restart. And I mean the longer you sit down as the leader for the country, yeah, and you cannot 7 or 11. You don't mash up the country, don't you say you love Jamaica and you love the people. This no show say you love Jamaica and you love the people. You mash up the country. Every day you're in the office, the country deteriorate more and more. Yeah? So we know, say, what you do, you sort of reveal to the people and say he's a con artist, he's a 3-card man, but you don't know if to play a 3-card. You should have learned from Papa 3-card. Who a teach about 3-card game, them don't know it go. So you need to go, but Papa 3-card dead long time, so I don't know how you try 3-card game. Just come clean. The people elect you as the chief civil servant, and you're so fortunate that you get 9 years, but you waste all the 9 years. You did not work. You were engaged in trying to carry out all various illicit activity in Jamaica rather than serving the people. You were busy creating shell company, busy defrauding over 200 Jamaicans of their life savings, some of them as it relates to SSL. You were busy creating all type of problem in the society as it relates to this big, massive drugs bust. So we want to know one more time you want the Jamaican people to give you. The Jamaican people, the majority of them, the fool, you know. You have few where you educate. Yeah, because you educate them in a poor, dilapidated educational period of Jamaican history, where your 2 ministers of education steal the money from the education coffers. Because when we look on them, then we know say if you take off 9 years or 10 years off of them time in a year period. You understand? But the real people in Jamaica, manly educate them no fool and dunce. Them know say you cannot carry the country, Andrew. You're a failure. And you feel miserable. Because everybody know what Michael Manley do, you know. Michael Manley single-handedly take on the giant United States of America and defeat them. And defeat them in no uncertain manner. You understand? But we see you bow to United States. You bow to Rubio. You sell out the country. And right now, people in Jamaica scared about them health. Because there's no personnel there now to care for them when them go to the hospital, you know. Because the Cuban doctors and nurses them have to leave at the request of America. And you cannot stand up like me and defend the Cuban doctors then. You had to defend what American request of you. So you're a failure, Andrew Holness, and the people who want you to go like tomorrow morning. I don't know why you still want to be the prime minister. You don't have any shame. What happened to you? You're supposed to feel humiliated, you know. for the fact that you have the biggest house up at Beverly Hills, you know. But you are the biggest criminal up there where everybody know about right around the world. If I me like you, me take myself from public life and hold a little 3x3 in a GP and make the heat come off of me. Out of sight, out of mind. At that role you have to play. Don't want front up yourself in front of the electorate in Jamaica because the people them reject you. And I can't say for the love of God, you can't say the people them reject you. The people them don't want you. And it's because of your criminality. Just look what you do to Wesley Bolt. You are part of the reason why that man leave us, you know, and gone to a place of rest, you know. Because of what you do to him, son, he never feel good. And any father who watch them son work hard to achieve what them achieve, and in so doing bring lots of joy to the nation where he represent. And then see the administration destroy him son and treat him son like just an ordinary person. It brings a lot of emotional stress and strain for Mr. Wesley Bolt. And here is you now, Andrew Holness, as a garbage prime minister. I make a big condolence speech. And I say you stand with the family. Eh? You can't stand with the Bolt family them after you destroy them, son. And cast the death of the father and the husband. He's a garbage, Andrew. It's time you realize that he's a garbage. Right across the board of Jamaica. Jamaican people turn off by your attitude and your behavior. You tell life for fun. Nobody no see her work more than cut ribbon with a big scissors. Yeah, bigger than even what them use in a manufacturing sector. Me don't know who custom made that for you, because that don't look like itself nowhere. Look like it's a custom made scissors you get. You understand? So the people say it's time to go. Because the slogan that the People's National Party have at the forefront of their presentation, time come. And everyone is in solidarity with that word, time come. Because everyone in Jamaica feel it at the hands of you. You have let down even your own GLP supporters them. They are crying day in, day out because of wants and poverty that you unleash on them. And you have neglected your words as it relates to progress and prosperity. So the people have no trust. They have no belief in you. And they have no faith in you and your administration. And like the word said, time come. And I hope you yield to that word. And announce the date. Announce the date. Because the people are waiting for that moment. Because that moment is the beginning of hopes for all Jamaican when the election date is being announced. It's like, you know, you get a telegram back in the days and you hear say, well, then one of your family are flying from UK. Now you know, so look how goodies are in the suitcase when it come. And that the people have wait for something good. Long time Jamaican them now have nothing good come them way.
All right. So I could give them something else good melting pot. The Integrity Commission. You see this? You can't see this good? I not see you, but I put it up that me can't see it. Eh? You can't see it, Pat?
Hold on. Let me change that glasses. Yeah.
Yeah. Look if you can see. People don't see this. So immediate release. Right? Me get this from today, you see? And the Integrity Commission let out this. And tell me what, Integrity Commission requisition public bodies to provide particulars of land and asset divestment, public-private partnership, and acquisition activities. So it was 12 from April to the April the 3rd, and it give them till May, provided by May. The commission want them provide them thing for 12 for the body, and I'm going to show you the 12 for the body. I'm believe me, this is a story of a lot of things because that's so much thing. Remember, I said, bro, them dead, you know. So let me show you the 12 for the body. Them want public-private partnership because you see who own them. I pay criminality I want. So 12 for the body, the people. The 12 agency selected are as follow: the National Land Agency, Development Bank of Jamaica, that are the DBOG, yes, Development Bank of Jamaica, Urban Development Corporation, where that are the one when Brown and him run that too. Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, because we have to see what them do. SCJ Holding Jamaica Limited, Factories Corporation of Jamaica, Tourism Product Development Company, National Road Operating and Constructing Company Limited, NROCC, Port Authority of Jamaica, St. Catherine Municipal Corporation, National Housing Trust, and Housing Agency of Jamaica. So them are looking at all of these things and see the private-public partnership. See there? And these public to private particulars of land, provide particulars of land, asset, divestment, public-private partnership, acquisition activities. So them are looking at the activities, and I can't tell you these people. The amount of things them are finding in them activities, yeah. And be a corruption.
Yeah, man.
Be a corruption.
Yeah, man.
And
No 2 years about that.
Yes. Them get them a time. This is straight corruption. So, as I say, when you think about this, you know, the amount of thing and the amount of thing them sign, them, right now them are up and down. See, the 12 of them there. The National Housing, remember, you know, Andrew Holness take 600 million, I think a $2 billion about a job. 2 billion in the for bills to one of them, you know, colleagues. When I feel from hotel, if they get a firearm license too. If they didn't done thing when we have people around him. Remember tell you this. Remember when the eagle fly, them did that in a done thing, them did that dead man pan list.
Yeah.
Remember it's a list where people, enough people hold it. So if the eagle said we hold it too. We know the list. Yes. You understand? Because everything was going, you know. No, the man gets 600 million advance.
650 to be precise. 650 million to be precise.
And I know I'll Andrew them do a close deal where I give back the money after time, take the money and bill and do what you want to do. Buy one, do what you want to do.
Buy equipment to begin with.
Hey brother, if a man, this a government of them out order, you know. If you can take them money there. This a real thing we want to see what come out of that. If you can take a 600, but remember the bank now lending them money there. As a developer, not so easy. You get nearly half a
billion.
No, half, 500 million, half a billion.
And nearly 3/4 billion the man get.
1/4 billion, that's 100 billion less. 650, right? 100 million, 100 million less, you know. $3/4 billion, right? And you can go build where you build and then give back after nearly 6 years, 5 years out. Then you forget back and just give 20 million per it. And then that's the deal. We don't know if it not pay. Can we talk to my people them from industry? Eagle everywhere, you know. That
it not pay.
The Prime Minister, the office, none of them don't come out and say, yes, see it. Him close it. So the public don't know. See? The public don't know. Remember when him stand up on Porsche, we have it as a to you. When he stand up on
public unaware of what transpire.
Eh? Where you say, fam? Yeah.
No, me I said the public unaware of what transpire and other dealer with the man there NHS money.
So yes, this I understand the Prime Minister. This is when him that pressure, travel again. Yes, still apocalypse cover $9 million out of debt.
Mm-hmm.
Then I put it to we. We have to find out by somewhere. Right now, Christopher Tufton, to that how much? The third?
To that the third.
Him now leave Philippines until the 8th. Him a go
Right.
England. So him have the nicest hotel and everything. Him travel. I'm sure you Christopher Tufton travel documents, you know, in my itinerary. Me have it. Can I remember me not do tabloid. We not do tabloid one. So. Itinerary 3.3 million. I remember a big doctor that travel with him too, you know. And other people travel with him, you know.
And other people. Mm.
Yes. You see? Let me look for him itinerary, yes. Draw for him itinerary. Let me look for it before we push it up, yes. All right. So my itinerary, let me look for him itinerary, yes. Itinerary at 3.8 million people. 3.8 million, 3.3 add. Just film itinerary alone. See?
Yeah, nearly 3.5 million for film thing.
Yes. Then the rest, that mean we're going around. I know them going to look for doctor and nurse people.
Hey, father alone some. The amount of money they amount to nearly 30 million, you know.
And more than that, because them travel with a delegation, you know. Yes,
well, there you go.
Yeah. Them have a delegation. And them get up and them travel. Let me just show you the 3.8 million now for this. Because I don't do it up there, so but me just move fast. And by the way, I say the police, me don't blaze, you know, since night, you know, because I watch, you know, I just go into details. But I see something come out in the paper. See me bucket here. So this morning, I see this. Portmore Mayor Leon Thomas is to be interviewed by the police today and could face criminal charges for alleged assault source of disclose. Now, the mayor talk about Portmore and Terry Langton go over there. And Terry Langton rush Price, Raymond Price, and grab him phone. That's assault.
Yeah.
If you have a phone, that's assault. So me that ask, so when I go for the mayor. Because I don't blast them, but look how I get the phone. Hey, when you look, I'm sure I'm going to blast them. I don't joke me, I'm going to blast them, but I see this come out, so I just keep my peace. I see this. Update. Portmore Mayor Leon Thomas, not charged. Attorney say he's not under investigation. Okay.
Okay.
So that alone, make me keep my peace. I'm going to show you it's not a joke. I'm going to tell you who me that send a blast to. Remember you. Let me tell you which police me I talk to right now. Let me show you. Let me show you I'm serious. So me just deal with it piece by piece. So we are telling you know we deal with one thing and then deal with it and then go through. See? But me I show you which police. Let me draw him up here so come here me so you know. Let me show you which police me that I talk to. Police, see your name here. I'm going to show you your name. So me that I talk to, because you're not about police still, you know. Leighton Gray, SP, St. Catherine South Division. Leighton Gray. And you like talk to and tell you go hold them little flocks there. Because you have to go for Terry Langton, you know. See? You must know your sister it put down right as so. Can I tell you something that I blast the one over there? Wouldn't know disrespectful self. But this just come up before I blast them. Come here, I watch them and I just they are trying to put on my case them. Alright? So me that I blast him. We don't blast them over there because Terry Langton should get charged. If you go for the mayor, him carry, him look up, yeah, some of them people are where, you know, talk about bus seat and some of them him carry with him. Because disturb over there, so them should get charged.
Yeah, them should get charges, man. As a matter of fact, you know.
Yes.
From the moment them set foot in that place and the video release and them see the activity how them go on with inside that building, they should have been rounded up and charged.
Yes.
Because that was invasion of the people them privacy. You're encroaching on the people them space. And you were uninvited guests.
All right. So
and what made matters worse, it was an act of disturbance. Almost, you know, ending up in chaos.
Well, I say no, I say in my office, but them I keep them thing in there. Anybody could have gone in there, but them come in, they come really, and I grab by things from people and I disrespect the people. So look on this.
Yeah.
This are the money. This a film thing. See there? 3,328,000. See there? $95. See there? I want to say how far one it tough time. And then people see me have the whole itinerary, you know, I have it. I have the whole itinerary with me.
And accommodation and food, no, and that, you know, and that I just theme traveling ticket itinerary. And so if you have about 4 of them, you know, so well then 4 3s 12 and 4 3s at 13, nearly 14 million that in a year fare. One to accommodation and food. So nearly 30 million the boy of them are rack up. See there?
This is Saturday, the 12th of April. So we know where him there. And we know where I travel to.
Yeah, we know everything when location at certain time. We know that.
You understand? I mean, no, say I travel business class. Business.
Right.
And
right up on and right behind the pilot him there. Right behind the pilot.
Yeah, see that? We know I travel business class and them thing there. You see? We know. And him can't say boom boom because I have him right. That's what I have him. I have him.
No, I can't question not where you put out there.
I have it. You see?
Yeah.
Yes. And him travel with other people. Santa cars, same like come and say Porsche. This is the time when Porsche have to travel going to the state back, you know. When them are nail them up, yes. If you go straight in the country where they mash up. One to them mash up. She traveling again. But these people just get up and just travel all over the place. Them never give you a budget from where them spend on traveling. You have to move them.
But you know, say me never see so much of a ministerial official go to India so regular. A couple trip, well, the man them take down to India recently, you know. Yeah. Them a visit round that side of the world too regular now.
Yes.
Who want to know where really are going? Because this is Pennywise and Pound foolish administration, you know, at work. Get rid of your own trained doctors and nurses, yeah. And now you've been told to send back home the Cuban doctors and nurses. Now you're spending 30 odd million just to go see the same people.
Him send them back already. Him send them
back know.
Yes.
Same type of, when I say same people, you know, in terms of job description.
Yes.
Go look, doctors and nurses. Yeah. So what happens if you had just use this resource that you don't have no can travel? Pay the doctor and nurses them we have. Make sure you keep them in the country because health is a priority. But you can't fly to Miami and Florida, you know. We don't regard health in Jamaica. We know that for a fact. But health have to be a part of the society. Because without you stack back the health sector, America will not lift the travel embargo as it relates to level 4 travel advisory. So we're in a conundrum. How we go spin out of that garbage administration? You know what we do? We don't web up on yourself. A corruption while we're in this dilemma, you know.
Yes, man.
Wasting taxpayers' money just to travel. If you go look, nurses and doctors, after we produce some of the finest nurses and doctors. But now them up on greener pastures. Yeah? I exhibit the same skill in the medical fraternity. But you know have to go look. So you say, well, now don't make no sense. Because remember, you know, University of the West Indies. Yeah? Train up these people, you know. To put back into society what society has offered them. Because back in the days, you know, Michael Mann, they make it free, you know, to go to university and get your certificate to pursue whatever profession. But now, you know, this trial of these things from Edward Seaga time. And now we find the taxpayers have to bear the brunt of the cost. Because like the money just come out of the pocket, you know. Out of the money we are earn illegally, you know. From all the various activity we're not going at that, you know. Because remember, we don't have no sympathy for the economy, you know. We still use the public funds. Yeah, I want to fly go at them place a regular costing taxpayers millions of dollars. to go identify something where we did have, where we disregard. Because we disregard the workers, them, that's why them leave. If we did regard them and give them a livable wage package, yeah, where the people them feel comfortable with, they would have their Jamaica work. Because I will tell you why they would have their Jamaica work. Put aside the better salary offer whether in America, or UK or Canada. One thing for sure, you know, the climate is not the same. The food is not the same. The environment is not the same and the culture is not the same. I know these people would have preferred to stay home amongst the families. Yeah, enjoy what Jamaica has to offer them. But because we neglect them, yeah, and wage, raise food wages sky high. People them say no. We have to left this because you know, the man now look upon we with no respect. The man are treated with impunity. We are not nobody, but we can save life. And then we are garbage. Them on big salary. So the people them leave. So we have to ask tough tongue and Holness now. Like how you gonna look them people there. Oh, the housing accommodation go. How much you not spend on that? Because we need to tell we, you know. We don't need to make we know how much is accommodation going to cost the taxpayers different from the wages. I want to know them wages too. Because we want to draw some comparison. Because I say if we can't pay them people at wages where them see beneficial to them for lure them to come to Jamaica, come practice. Remember no, you know. We're not going to get the wrath of the people in Jamaica, you know.
But Pat, you see, oh, them evil. The people them were there in Jamaica, the nurses and doctors, them pay them way through and serve our country and cannot survive. The man blow them, make them go on. Then they did fly go in America and try to back some nurses. You know, pay them good, you know, you stand against them, them have to demonstrate, them have to do everything. Up to now, you have doctor and nurse, but still not get paid. You remember the little 14-year-old girl in December will die. You know, she die, people go up and strike. And remember, them have bills to pay to, you know, them have suffer to, you know. When them have to go in at you and cut you know, pay them and them have some bill and people call out them name. Them cut maybe one of you cut your artery, brother.
Yes, brother.
Some bad cut and when you look you bleed out on all them table and I can't remember them not gonna do no autopsy because you just die.
No, you just die on that for them, you know, operation table.
Tough to not do this, we can't afford to make him do with doctor and nurses. But here what do now. Them have house where them they live and everything, so it not cost the government that. But you gonna know we are Philippines with some people that were on the way and gonna we are out there so for carry them now. You have to find place, put them and them family. Can remember and doctor and nurse now come left them husband and wife.
No, them bring them family.
You have to put the water that are sweet on the pot there. See, a child melting pot and melt up them contract, you know. They put it in the pot, the melting pot. You know what?
Yeah.
But make it melt up on the contract. See, and give these people. So I look about them now and give them some houses and benefit and find place for them live. Because them couldn't come
and find a place in a school for them kids too.
Them school for them youth and everything. You have to give them a start.
Away as a man.
Cross.
I will if I repercussion. Hey, lonesome. We have to make the people them know so a whole heap of repercussion come with this, you know.
Of course.
This not just something where you just go look nurses and doctors and just fly back in, you know. There's a whole lot of repercussion. And we need to be told what are the deficit as it relates to taxpayers finding these additional funds as it relates to housing these nurses and doctors along with their family, and also to provide schooling for the young kids them that they're going to bring. So we need answer, we need it, you know, quickly. Don't think so we going to make one just get away with a little hanky-panky style of running Jamaica no more, you know. And certain questions are asked, because mainstream media now ask no certain thing, you know.
No.
But we round here so the Titans, we will ask the question. Because when a question as potency. We need to know. We need to know the true cost of this, venture into Asia and the Middle East region to recruit nurses and doctors to come to Jamaica. Chairman Labour Party, man. Chairman the Andrew Holness administration. Look what you do to the health sector. But the health sector would have suffered, because if you have the Minister of Health to concentrate on rice importation, that spell bad, brother. That spell bad, That's why I tell people, say, if you have a good administration, Jamaican currency strong, The money for money we're going through Burrell, Cornwall Regional Hospital, Them bag of money they were trapper Jana get down a West there, for the children and adolescent hospital, Them bag of money were gone through the Ministry of Education, Yeah. Them bag of money were missing from out of airport authority, Hey, it's unbelievable, how strong a currency would be today. And we just had good governance who is taking care of the country finance. Our dollars would be strong. Because there's no two ways about it. Because I just use Singapore always as a catalyst, when I try to determine certain things, And I say China cannot lure Singapore into the BRICS. But Singapore gets independent 1965, 3 years after Jamaica. Singapore used to look at our micro, yeah, and economic style, You understand? Yeah. And ask how we are doing it, But look at where Singapore is today. And I know China cannot lure Singapore into becoming a member of the BRICS. Because Singapore don't want nothing to do with China.
Like that. But the BRICS are not something for lure people, and it's just a trading thing. Listen, the BRICS are not something where you lure. All right. So if America right now as it stands, can put 10%, 15, 20 right across by every country worldwide. If the BRICS was that trouble where people are lure people in, that means America run everybody to the BRICS. The BRICS the BRICS are like when you are trading, you want to touch a system. So they want to trade without touch a system. And I like, no, sir. No, sir.
But you see them tie the BRICS with them BRI, loan sum. But when I try to outline is the fact say Singapore now no need Chinese to come develop them country or nothing from Chinese.
No,
but Singapore get independence 3 years after Jamaica.
Yes.
And Singapore used to look on our micro and macro policy as it relates to economics. Yeah.
No, but
them grow.
Brother, I not forgot this. So go right at Cayman, no man.
All right. Even look at Cayman where we used to supply them with everything. Everything we used to supply Cayman with, And we was Cayman father, so to speak.
Yes.
Jamaica. And look on Cayman. Look at them currency.
So them now have
nothing. All right.
And them now have nothing. What them produce?
Them now have nothing.
Banking and thing. But when you have government for govern something and run a good country, you get something like that. You saying? Them now have nothing. Them, I mean, nothing not there.
Not there. Not even water.
Fresh water. And
not even fresh water there. Not salt water them use,
So when you
and filter it,
Yeah, so we was a part of that. Them was a part of us, and then them they are afloat. That means something wrong with it. We used to use pound too. For their money.
Yeah, we used to use pound.
See? So it show you bad management and all kind of thing.
Bad management, my brother. We could have our Jamaican dollar win could have been strong like a Cayman dollar. Me I tell Jamaican this, a bad management make we in the situation what we are today as a country. You understand? In the Caribbean region. A bad management. Because we have our own resource,
Yeah, look at your screen.
We have. All right, yeah.
You see how it is?
Yeah, man. Jamaica largest poultry company, Jamaica Broilers Group Limited, JBC, yeah, rack up more than 1 billion in losses for the January third quarter.
First loss.
Yeah, the first loss in the company, nearly 7 decades of operation.
Can you imagine?
JBG, yeah, President and CEO Christopher Levy said the bleed was caused by a multitude of factors. In an interview with the Financial Gleaner on his way overseas to tend to the company's faltering operation in the United States.
So this never happened yet. And
Never.
Andrew Holness, hey, you forgot, you know. This never happened yet. And we can make Omar Hassan now. You know, a ball in a film 30 years of doing boss business.
See, eh?
Nothing, so the dollar, remember play it for you, no, man, and then we talk about
Play it, man. Play it, man. I could dissect it further along. Play it.
Yes. I could go for Amar, because Omar Hassan. Go for Omar Hassan. Hear this, people. Hear this.
Is that right now, as it stands in the Jamaican economy, the economy is struggling. It's probably the worst I've seen in the 30-odd years I've been in business. The buying power is the weakest, and government needs to find ways to, catalyze the economy to be able to grow. We tried our best a few years ago, and Jamaica started to see growth. But right now, they've done so many things to stagnate the industry. Interest rates need to come down quickly. The Bank of Jamaica needs to come out of their tunnel vision and start thinking out of the box to manage the economy, because right now it's in a very stagnant stage and actually in a dying stage. And it is actually quite frightening what is happening out there. When you speak to business people, people are saying they're seeing anyway in a 50% down in terms of sales, the retail trade, and every expense is going up. Their rental rates that they're paying to rent these shops and stores is going up. Their light bill consistently is up. You know, it's a tough world out there, yes, but we can do things to make it a little easier for our people in this country. So the minister and the government has a lot to do, and the Bank of Jamaica and our commercial banks, to try and stimulate this economy, because if they don't start doing something now, the economy is going to start fumbling and they're going to be in big trouble.
I want you to expand on that a little bit more.
People hear this now. Hear the radio personnel now. I remember these people just upon the date, you know. This you see it melting pot. This is at the 13th.
Yeah, man, 13th
so,
to the 3rd.
Right? 13th, 17th, 18th. So how much do you out this?
13 and 18, 31 and 3. 18 and 3 are 21. So right. It's going at 22 days. So 3 weeks now, 3 weeks.
17 and 1, 18 and 3. Right? All right. 18, 21.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
3 weeks. So this is a long time, people, and not even a month. Gotcha.
More from you, Mr. Azan, because it's good to hear your views on that, because the data is suggesting, and we hear the government talk a lot about economic growth and inclusiveness. It talks about business confidence is at an all-time high. We know of unemployment rate, the best that it has been.
These are lies. No, this are the PSOJ. Me just show you, you know. Me just show you the biggest poultry farmer in Jamaica.
Yeah.
The company. I mean, show you as I know, they know the family. I'm a CEO for Bass Furniture. PSOJ guy, them, you know. Hear this.
Yeah. That the manufacturers are not seeing all of that. What exactly is happening? Why is there a dissonance between the two?
There are one or two businesses that may be seeing some growth, but I tell you, the general economy is struggling out there. The real estate.
That never move from them time. The Raymond, stop put on something, man. See, I gonna him no one walk. Listen, stop getting Sarah credit in the 60s because he wasn't a prime minister, brother. Stop it, man. Raymond, don't do that. I'm gonna tell you this. The dollar in October 1969. them start move that pound. Yeah, let me just tell you, not 67,
Yeah.
brother. And it's
69.
70s, brother.
$69.01 come in, brother.
And it's fade out of the 70s. So don't put that about 67. Remember me about 67, 68 and say, I'm gonna do nothing about not 61. Ashera was the prime minister. Give the man named Joe. Siago is 82, 89.
Right.
Prime minister like Andrew Holness now. Don't do that. See? Give the man named Joe. You understand? So anything where you see happen there, Shira, you start Siaga. Stop the Siaga thing and follow what them are trying to do to make Siaga look good about Siaga. Siaga do what in the 60s? He was a prime minister. 82, 89. And the garbage them do in 1974, him take over that Russell, the man and take over the party. 74.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And October, and you can go check it, October $69. Them listen, don't put on not about 70. The money never come out them time, the man about 67 and them thing. They come on now. Now 70s the money I feel out, brother. Come on,
Yeah,
do the
man.
right thing around there, you know. Better.
Jamaica never have its own currency in 1967. It was still,
but you know,
still in pound and pence.
Him not mess up when I think that at the man. So now him mess up no pound. You know, I remember, you know, it's a cabinet, I remember who was the prime minister. So we not give him something where him not do and not do. We not follow Andrew Holness with the lies, you know. You understand?
No.
We not do that. See, we speak truth to power. See? So we know who was the prime minister, who responds, you know, we know about the cabinet, we know what and what. So and I like him like him, I say, do you should have done in the 60s? What do what and what in the 60s? Eh? The man are 80 to 89, man. Let
Yeah,
me start
man.
business. Let me continue to play this.
The side of things, the building, the construction side of
Look, now you can't miss it. And all right, let me tell you something, man. You want me something. I ain't not putting on nothing. We understand me not do tabloid, you know. And I like you say something, me I tell you when the dollar come out. So when the pound and what have you, so it's not 67. And it's a 68. I'm not telling you just hear what me I tell you, man. See? So now when me I miss the point, say he mash up something. Shiva was the prime minister, sir. See? Me know about the whole of that too, man. See? It a come like the youth that put on and come say in a 1963 Boston Bill hospital and I tell them say your Boston Bill nothing. See? Yeah, he was a finance minister, but that no means remember, you know, him just go and I just like how we just say Nigel, you know. Like say I go just do this for the morning, you know. Who appoint him? Before him, Donald Sangster was a finance minister. A matter of fact, he was an acting prime minister. Him from 1964, me have the whole of that too, you know. See, when him win the election, and him go dead, the other one get it. So see, I got Donald Sangster was the first finance minister in the 60s, by the way. Yes?
Right.
Siaga. See?
No.
Yeah, so Siaga was the one, the finance minister. So now, you know, boy, you was 67, and it's not 67 neither, sir. You understand? And the dollar not coming in at 67, now that me I tell you. So you know, when you put 67, 68, it's the wrong date. Me I tell you when the dollar come in and when them fade it out. So we not put wrong date and do certain things. You see me I say? So I not get where you say, me get where you say, but me like my date. Remember, no people put wrong date and them think they throw me off, you know. You understand? Yes. We continue.
thing is slowing. Interest rates has played a major part in doing that. And the business side, the manufacturing side is struggling. And we need to find ways to stimulate back this economy, because what we've done over the years and tried to build it back, coming from where we're coming from, I think what we've done in terms of managing this inflationary issue, I think we've gone about it possibly in a little different way that we could do something, but it is creating a havoc in the economy right now. Buying power is the weakest that I have seen in all my years of doing business. I'm not just speaking from my own business.
Yeah, when the man said buying power, and you want to going around and tell about confidence, you cannot follow this. Andrew the lightest man pirate, you know.
But I pay a lie to tell, man. I pay a lie to tell, you know. Pure lie. But right now, Andrew have himself with him back against the wall now because I know the state of the economy and what is happening now. The private sector is gonna turn on him. I'm just waiting for the moment because it starts. The private sector will not allow their livelihood to disappear in front of their eyes at the hands of this regime led by Andrew Holness. Because the private sector have seen where mismanagement has been the order of the day, and in so doing, it has crippled the local economy. And now they are bearing the brunt of it as a result of the corruption that has been floating around in Jamaica. Yeah. So I'm glad that Azan is speaking. I'm glad that this, poultry establishment, I've never seen anything like this for 7 decades and coming out and speak, and they are saying that it's the worst period in their history. As in the case of Azan 30 year, and in the case of the poultry people, them 70 year, because that's what 7 decades relate to. This is bad. It's the worst our economy has ever been since we become an independent island. Worse. No two ways about it. So whoever want to spin this thing like it's a gig for suit Andrew Holness, carry on. Because the truth will rise like the cream rise on the top of your coffee. And now we are hearing the PSOJ coming out and raising the voice in concert at the disapproval of the state of the country. And who them are going to blame? Them can't blame Mark Golden and the PNP. They have to blame Andrew Holness and the JLP. So everything now stuck against Andrew Holness, because the PSOJ are one of the biggest allies, in terms of local support. And when your local support are turned against you, as it relates to the top echelon who support you, it's bad. The party cripple.
Me just give him a quick look. I mean, like when me talk, me like draw for something and say something, yeah. All right, so this by October it gets stronger, and by in the 70s it's fade out. See them said September the 8th, 69. Yeah, I tell you.
Yeah.
See October not joke. See that the Jamaica, see the currency change. September the 8th, 1969. Them
Yeah,
that
yeah.
and by October them get strong there. So same year Norman Man dead, and then they change over 77 Buster dead. Remember when Buster dead too? Yeah, man. See, so Mr. Man, yes. See, now we know the thing them run. So me like when people go back and do them thing, with all respect. Because we not do tabloid one,
No.
Tabloid. So me like understand the things and me like the history. Me like living in my wilderness and me understand the history, I want the thing them, And it's good when we can do look a check up and yes. So we don't put out something where other people are saying things say that they so we like knock it. Because we know our Andrew feet, so we are adding something and the people them who vote round him and them know so when you watch him under the wilderness, I'm not putting on nothing.
No, we don't really need to do that. I mean, I'm just being plain and simple is what will reach people. Plain and simple.
Yes. So we do something, we do it yes, sir. I'm gonna say Babs, them a try give him some credit. I said he must know. Or if you take a man and say, I been this and this, he was not prime minister. Michael Manley sent it to this, and then him, and then when Manley coming back and Patterson, and then this and then then him go and go around and him isolate something and say, yeah, because you want him look like this child, like him do some great things. No.
No, Siaga will never measure up to being a good prime minister, because what Siaga has done in his time, is to introduce crime and violence to this island, Jamaica. That's what's on Siaga's resume. Crime and violence, corruption. And in so doing, he has left a blueprint that is still in operation. Bruce Golden used it. Andrew use it now. And remember, it is no secret that whenever the People's National Party are in charge of the day-to-day running of Jamaica, Jamaica is showing growth. And because of some whatever circumstance, Jamaican people has not seen the benefit of the People's National Party. Because as the Labour right them come in, them destroy what was being built. So this is why Jamaica is finding itself 1 step forward, 3 steps backward. Every time.
Like
1 step forward, 3 steps backward.
Step backward.
Yeah.
What have to do? Yeah. Yeah.
We have to move them people here.
Yeah,
In order for
man. Churchill, remember, say, Sir Mandy say, we're for first in study, you know, so everything my follow. It's like how you see somebody this morning, then put up and say, Biden and mash up. When you have a country, you know, remember in America, it's like the mother, you know, the umbilical cord attached to all these countries worldwide over the decades, see? And all of them, you know, them big company. When you look on California alone, it's bigger than the economy, bigger than enough countries around the world. It just behind where? Where behind Germany?
Germany.
It's behind Germany. If it was a country economy, that's just behind Germany. It's huge. California. It's Silicon Valley down there and all kind of thing. See? Yes. And enough people that look through these things, we look through one of these things, we understand. That's why, you know, some people talk and say, you know, Lord, somebody you're on a broad level, you can't answer. I say, me, you know, you're not yet, man. you see, me I give them a style, you know, brother. You the style when we give them, me give them a style like, me know them read them Bible and them, you know, them come with and them show you some people back in the wilderness and them things. So me I give them a style, you know, I for put on jacket and tie, but them can't take it for an idiot. The crunch numbers, we do all these kind of things. I remember, you know, when me study, me know them not study. We have great minds, you know. Man, they say first in study, respect that. Knowledge is power. See? I remember, you know, it not make you bright when you say you have all kind of things, you know. That not make you bright. You know, you got the biggest university. That not get knowledge. You get mass production teaching. So when a man learn something, but you know, I'm going to think out of the box. You wanna stuck alike. Because the principal will teach you, they where they call him, yes, them guys that will teach you. And the one I want him teach thousands of people the same way and think like on a robot. So when I think out of the box, in program in one way. When you learn out of the same book and think away, but if you not break away and start think out of the box, when you know, when you're stuck in a phone thinking, and that's right there. But the universe class, so knowledge and power. You understand? But talk to a creator, man. And you know, you see knowledge, you get knowledge, and knowledge increase, yeah? Yes. Serious. You understand? So you know, take nothing, brother, and the more knowledge increase, you're humble. You understand the things, them, you know. That's why when them call me with Ian Boy and you put me with two little stooge. Me have to get up and run Ian and me have to say, but now me have to tell him the next time and send to Blair and the same one where them lock with them charge the other day when we do this. That's a send to the one.
Almila.
And send to them with me, man. That's a, yeah.
We are talk. Almila.
Yeah, going to be lonesome, you know, easy, you know. I mean, I'm Churchill, I mean, I'm but the day in the studio, you know, when the record, you know. They walk Ian walk me down, you know, what left them, you know. While lonesome, you know, easy. I said, next time, you can't send, I said, you can't have them, man. No, man, have to send to like me and them people. You come on and flap them too, you know. You can't send them around, man. Them are a little wrap up, man.
Two youngsters them they put up against you. Two youngsters, you know.
You know, and about no youngster, them study them Bible and them feast, them habit and them can rap you. And with them attack, you just use them one word because them tie up themselves in like them tongue.
Yeah, them feel like them know it, but them never know it.
Them can't go Bible with me neither, you know. Because them look for me, because yo, let me tell you mankind say, mankind judge by how you look. So true, me know that. Unlike when I go and show you, some put out some blaze and say I need this. But in otherwise, me just easy. So me like easy because the clothes they make you. Knowledge clothes they make me, you know. And glass. No. So me like move easy. Even in a music, me move the simplest. Me see it happen already in a 97, in a 1997, in a place in a Philadelphia. Me up at that nightclub, me Sugar Minot, Mikey American, Toughies, Marlon Stewart, that I think that's Stewart's son, Downbeat son. My brother they did it to him dead, you know, West Sword from down in Texas. Me and him in Texas back before them thing, you know. And I be down there and the youth them a DJ, Sugar them a thing, and you know, two them a drink and me not drink, you know. And me not smoke, me just bill, you know. And easy and my time for chat and me go chat and the place. They lift up and I want the same name Ninja Stop me. And me take all of a sudden. Can I say why but you know. So I me just look pan him and me see two rotten peg in my mouth, you know. And them front teeth, them like, you know, like bunny rabbit and them like them a peg, you know. Like when you dive out a sea, you know, them post the iron them water.
Light cool.
You're there firing and you peg them rotten. What happened to you? You grill them rotten now, go change them. So I mean, you know, preempted lyrics, but that's use one lyric. You saw not the lyrics. Come and tell them about him teeth them, you know. And where I'm staying, you know, just identify him. The place people roll. You know, me tell them one son I come out of man clothes. One more of my the man say, I'm dead already, man, nobody with him alone. So what me write him off fast. Him there no so me swift, you know. You can't go on me and draw knock your heart for me. Me have a retard. I mean no, you know, me always me expect the unexpected at all time. That's a all me program my thing them for man, you know. See? Yeah, man. So we are move, man, and we are talk about that be a dub plate the next man. We don't reach back to New York till I must see the next morning after that. Can we not leave out after show and I'll be a dub, I'll be a sitting, so we just gone over the place, so we're good, you know. We never reach back till the next morning, the next day. See? Yeah, man. Sugar gone home too, you know.
Yeah.
You see? So the one of these things, you know, and we see enough of this. Me see it one time, I can't tell you something. When I play him Tribbles, Champion Driving, we going in a place where Townman and Countryman meet up. Tony Rebel. Before Tony Rebel name too. These are Yetis. And then work up on a Sunday, One Love International, and then say Townman win. Tony, me did remind you about this. When me have to call my name, Tony Rebel are chatting up. And go to hey, the man them come in and so Townman win. Hey, Tony Rebel shoot out. Fly out of the place. Shoot around him in the debut it too. Me see a Rasta running, him red up, you know, running with a knife. And one of the youth, them church, you know, we not give them no space or so. Him have a mic a DJ, you know, turn him to them bounce me in a turn, but him yap. So we not give him no space, you know, we not give them kind of people the space right now, church. Him attack me. I want me look, me see the mic and skin properly, can him this up. I'm here to get, I said, don't run, I know you. I told you we have to kill. Because we said, told man, win. And me say, man, say, buy my beer, man. So, we don't want the beer, come here to kill him, mama, shop it up, my cousin dance. And then he look at him and I say, give me the beer, come on, must kill him, man. Yeah, man. It's a December, you know. You're back in the days, before you hear Tony Rebel come and do harm and them thing there. He might go do a most story, but now yet is me attacking. But now yet is. So we go up on the one of them clash, we go up on the one of these kind of thing, but we always stand predominant, you know. Not what we're doing now. But it always good when you move simple and easy. Nothing to leave your man. But knowledge, seek knowledge and you're good.
Yeah, man.
You're humble, seek knowledge and you're good.
I will say seek knowledge and you shall find, you know.
You said I call Andrew and tell him, he's not good enough. He's really not good. He's not good.
No, Andrew can't good, man. Andrew can't good, you know.
Yeah, he's not good.
Where before Andrew, you know, is lie.
Yeah, man.
And from your liar, they are thief.
And him not good, him not good.
And when you're a thief, you will indulge in corruption.
Yeah.
Because that's the formula to theft.
Yeah, man.
So Andrew cannot be good. And when we look at Andrew, you know, yeah, and being presented to the Jamaican as the prime minister for young people. But what Andrew do is destroy and kill out a whole heap of young people. Mash up all young people house. After him tell you, say, him no grudge no poor man for in castle. So Andrew is just a liar, a pathological liar, a corrupted soul, a soul that have no likeness or love anyone outside of the holiness. This is how I say, Andrew. Because when you can have a prime minister, yeah, put mother with them kids in a open space to live, what that is saying to you? That is telling you, say, the uncaring government, not fit for purpose and not surplus to requirement either. So we have problem with a prime minister like Andrew Holness. We have problem with them cabinet members them because we know the criminal them in it. We know so them are drunk.
Hey, brother.
Entity which belongs to the state. And undervalue it. Undervalue it and then it fly out to collect the money. Bare-faced criminal, you call them there. Go over one nice little parish, quiet parish. A parish where Claude McKay tell you about. Poor make off of Portland. But the man go across there and mash up that and turn it in a Cokeland. And now we see people body a lie all about. Because anywhere you have cocaine, you will have this type of killings. That is what cocaine do to a community or a village or a city. It will wipe it out clean in a twinkling of an eye. So we are tell the Portlanders them say, yeah, what now? Get rid of them Barabbas downtown the place, you know. Get rid of them. Because if you don't get rid of them are going to get rid of you. Might sound funny, but that's true.
But no move, no move. Last week, Wednesday, Marco Rubio came to Jamaica. The same time Wednesday, over $3.1 billion worth of cocaine in a bees buckle. Me show the buckle them to you know. I'm supposed to have them here. Just like you know,
wait, what?
You think them know? See them here? 3.1 billion. See them? For you look at that, you can't see, say, no. So them put it like at the cone in there, cocaine that, you know. So you say, when you say, I think all them can style the place. I manufacture company, I try to style something, you know. Because who have license to do this? Just a manufacturing stylist, you know. PSOJ. Be careful.
All right.
Look, that's the point, you know.
Yeah, man.
Making a song poses in a backlash only, look there.
Yeah, man.
You know, and you get one of this and put a head boy and drink it in a mash up, you know. Yeah.
But you wanna know what is so conspicuous about this? Is the fact that them label it Cuban honey. Just at the time when they get rid of the Cuban doctor and hurting them. Hey, the regime is not easy, you know, brother. No. The man them labeling Cuban honey.
Cuban, you saw them wicked.
That me I tell your father alone, some man.
Levi, no free. Me come move that one. But move a comment there. Do the me know you know the code, you know. We don't give free VS. It gone already still. Yes. Yeah, man. Yep, yeah, brother. Cuban honey. For them say yes. I remember manufacturing a thing about this. Can you imagine the amount of honey them catch to do this?
Yeah, I tell you.
Who think about it? Look what does on the back of them now.
Yeah, man, I see the man well color up, man. Conceal the white powder, man.
You can't see the coconut, see there? So you
can't see the coconut.
You know things are the cone. The bees.
The bees honeycomb. The honeycomb.
Yes, honeycomb. So you break it up and put it at the back. And them make it look like but honey. That remember, you know. Can you imagine the man them sit down and push it? That are $3.1 billion out of that, you know. In that thing. In them back like 3.1 billion. Listen, that come in, you see it's a manufacturing thing, so that might go some other place. So all them lock up nobody for this.
That no one know.
Shipping this, you know, lock up and charge nobody. And I get to you do, you know.
No, you're mad.
3.1.
Can't be ghetto youth. Cannot be ghetto youth.
Yes.
And then where we are look on again, Father Lonesome. Yeah.
Yes.
And we know as tight and run here, so we have to start demand them course of action, you know. We want to see the control damage of the drugs, them, you know.
Yes.
We can't have them drug busters and we don't see how them dispose of, you know.
Right. But this of this, look on this. It's a unique farm, this, you know. Me say,
Yeah.
why them kill you off, you know. All them that mix this, hey. Remember, you know, this of it, all them that get out the only out of this now.
Them know them are just saying, no, sir, some sophisticated people who has been in contact with cocaine and know how to prepare cocaine for exploitation.
Style, you know. I'm getting people in the manufacture style.
No.
Okay.
So we know the type of people them where, you know, facilitate themselves around these type of activities.
You know what that tell me? Say, hey, let me tell you what that toast tell me. And FBI I'm gonna be attacked too now. That meaning upon the wharf there, don't just look for honey. Look for other thing manufacturer coming to Jamaica because them do thing. But if you look for maybe tin beef, tin mackerel, tin
yeah,
meat,
yeah.
we have to look for right now. Yeah? Anything we have to look for right now. Anything. Them dangerous.
But you notice all of them big boss all know me no hear from Andrew Holness in condemnation to these fines.
Like when they mention SSL.
Him can't, and you notice him can't speak on corruption, you know. And Mr. Corruption himself, that you know. Mr. Corruption himself. You understand? So we know Andrew Holness will never solicitate anything towards corruption. Guy, him endorse that right up to his neck. Because this guy is so, you know, stupid in his own way of thinking, you know. As him pursue life, you know. Andrew, the money where you thief, you can't spend it off. I'll let me give you 200 years more per your age. You cannot spend it off. You need to stop stealing now, Andrew Holness. And a long time you should have put on that tool there. That criminal tool there where you have, where you go around and chop. You know? Chop the thing with that tool there. You need to stop it, man. You and your wife and your two pick them can't spend all the money there, you know. Cannot.
So make what, I put it up back, right? You don't say something, right? Remember, another little bit of buckle. If you have, what you think about it? Remember, I'm more than, I like a ton, what a cookie, 1 ton. A ton, one ton, over a ton, over one.
Yeah, over a ton.
Over 1,000 pounds. What's a half ton? Over 1,000 pounds. You think about 1,000 pounds. And a cocaine. Oh, you clean this, me say. Forget back the cocaine. If you not dissolve out another honey, all them get this clean, forget back them honey. Forget back the cocaine itself. $3.8 billion, billion with a B. What a cocaine. Them have 12 billion bus the other day when I know 9 billion bus, 5.8 billion, much more billions. Me not talk a 10 million or 2 million Jamaican and this billion with a B.
Be $1 billion shipment the man come in with now, man. I'm done with millions, you know. Millions too small. The type of market where them have, where them generate now. Because them have to have the market, you know. If you should be like this now, Ian. So we know fair.
Me ask Megawatt now. Megawatt to this. See the whole container, you know, full of this, you know. You that, you know, see some, them have to have some big thing for clean this up, man. Carry the honey now and clean. But not only alone, them do so then, you know. Them do other
no,
things.
them do other things.
Yeah?
Other things that, yeah.
Big operation this. Big boys thing. And them do it like a manufacturing, like when you come in and they manufacture thing and carry tin. Can you remember, you know, nothing can and tin out in a them place and come to Jamaica, you know. You understand? In Mandeville, I talk about it for people. But hear this now. Philip, the park when I talk about for change a Mandeville, I say road I run out, him sold me. People don't have the time to go sit down in a park when you hungry now, you know. Yeah, think about survive. Then you're gonna leave your house and you hungry. You know, have no bus here, them do a park, there's somebody you do go sit on a park and think about what? And you're not free like the bird in the tree, but sit on the park or do what? What that I do for you? The money but they might take more part now we want to educate them youth that when me say them don't even know what's the hey, never go play it back, you know. And you always never go play it back by request. Me have to play back this. Me have around how much minutes left? Around 50. Never play back this, yeah?
What is an autopsy?
What is an autopsy?
See him there? Never play about this.
Is an autopsy? Well, if you're going to do an autopsy, you have to cut his belly or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
How many autopsies have you ever done? Will you consider doing one?
Well, I would like to do one, but like the money is not available.
So you would like to do an autopsy?
Well, I would like to do it. Yeah, because right now I don't feel my stomach. I'm not sleeping, and my stomach burn me a lot. So sometimes when I eat, sometimes when I bend down, my stomach burn me.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Do you know what is an autopsy?
Okay, I'm sure I know what the autopsy, of course.
What is it?
Autopsy? It's like...
Hey, just take 9 years off of you, nearly 10 years off of him. Him a school youth. Take 10 years off of him. Listen, this is where real greed, true greed, and everything do to them youth. You see me, I said GQ, look on this, hear this now.
Autopsy. There's all that autopsy, you have to be specific.
Yeah. What is an autopsy?
Specific.
Autopsy. Autopsy. Autopsy.
Autopsy, yeah. What is an autopsy?
Be specific what type of autopsy there's, or all of autopsy. So you have to be specific.
Okay. Well, just generally, what is an autopsy?
That's what I'm saying. There's a whole lot of autopsy. You have to be specific.
Yes.
What type of autopsy or whatever you want to talk about now.
My laugh.
But generally, if you had to give me a general...
Look what Andrew Holness, them take what you them and do. By robbing education, money and do all kind of things, you know. Really, should they have prison for them things, you know.
Long time, brother.
Me I laugh, but it's not a joke matter. Don't get play.
No. We only laugh because we see the funny side of it, but I'm not joke matter. A serious thing this.
No, me I laugh, but it's serious. Me serious.
General definition. What is a normal autopsy?
I'm not sure now.
Okay, that's okay. It's basically a test conducted on a deceased person. How much percent?
Yeah, if not sure of them so much, you know, basically a test conducted for a deceased person. If they even know what I mean by deceased person.
Disease. Yeah, understand.
You might have think a disease. When the man
you know.
Yes.
Alcohol is there in water.
There in water. Let's say 70%.
Him never leave school good yet. That one, yeah, you have to credit him now to Flavel.
Yeah.
Flavel.
17. How did you get the 17%?
Eh?
How did
17? 70.
70? Oh, 70, not 17. How did you get 70?
Oh, me get 70. Yeah. I just feel like a 70.
Okay.
Him feel like a 70.
Me I tell you, brother.
Yeah, I say, I me da be junkie government now because me da drink water.
Come out of water. What are we around, brother? For you touch down a Jamaica and drink the water with 70% alcohol. brother, choke this. Can you imagine you feel thirsty and drink a glass of Jamaica water?
And you feel good with this. We treat them
people.
People, him never a young little boy this, no school boy this, you know. Feel very responsible for this, you know. For that dog,
yeah.
You know. And your wellness overall. This is how I'm take the decade and do you.
I tell you.
Too strong, over strong.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I'm just saying, yo, 70. Yeah.
Maybe too strong. Okay, give me a word that rhymes with the word China.
China, vagina.
Only thing in their head. Mine or something in a year in a female right away.
Yeah. Him quick on that. Him coming like school challenge quiz.
Yes.
Sharp.
Yes, it is.
That's the only way they can take about. How much % alcohol is there in water?
80%.
See, I don't go between him to, you know. Look what Andrew Holness do to people then. In a water,
Yeah.
in a water.
80% alcohol in our water. Hmm? So imagine you drink a glass of water in a Jamaica. Your liver fry up, you know.
This bad man.
A liver cirrhosis that straight away, you know, my brother.
All right, so diplomat.
Cirrhosis of the liver, man.
Before in 10 years. So PNP would have laid the foundation for these youths. Now, diplomat. I don't know if you are diplomat in the head or something. These young people, if they are 18, 19, take 10 years off of them. Remember, you know, not only that, take them 10 years off of them. But remember, say, you have the next 5 years to take off of them. Portion will get 4. But before that, it was who? Bruce. So if you put them years, you're going to say 10. This is bad. This is 14 years. 14, sir. Not 10. And them are young people. Yeah? So you have to check good here. You have to really check good. When you sell your foundation, look for the medication. See? So then, see a young girl, in a young boy, the next you come and be able to. So take them, you carry them to school. And you carry them in a senior school. But him that carry them in a junior school too. Yes? From 2007. Yeah? And look you to ban. If them are under 25, if they're 25, they're ban 2000.
Yeah, them, you know, when Andrew get them, you know, and flavor and real, you know.
So you take them through this and by a little 4-year gap, you take them through the next 10. 14 plus years, the JLP have them for. Them dance, them fully dance. You see, fully dance. See?
And what is so significant, him get them at the time when them to learn.
Yes. So them fully dance. Then Andrew then if basic school, no, hear this. Yeah, let me tell you, don't make nobody trick you. Them on gonna tell you that. You have some people, they may tell you them go to basic school. Some people don't even talk good when them go to basic school, brother. Don't fool yourself. So I know them say that, and they, oh, me have this, listen. Some kids, when them go basic, and when them get up, them get bright. You understand? Them I don't. See? And them don't want to learn nothing. Because when you get old and knowledge increases, I want to learn. Some people not start to talk good until when them are 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah.
Yes? You couldn't, when you go basic school, I'm ask you about what much water in a room. And when you get big, these are not basic school questions. In a Jamaica, them tell you them, hey, little dig like cat and figure and cow jump over moon. Them tell you stupidness, yes. See? But them to stop. But this now, when you get big and mature up, who are tell about hey, little dig like cat and figure and cow jump over moon? Who are tell about open them shut down 1, 2, 3 and ABC? Eh? Them are fully done. Them have a real read them and Andrew Holness too. Because
Andrew Holness was Minister of Education, you know. And he made a thief from them time then.
Oh.
Yeah. So
how much % alcohol is there in water?
How much %?
That's why if them did leave Michael man the system, even Jamal, for people before them dead, teach them to read and write, it are better off. Them remove it. You understand? Yeah,
man.
Continue.
Alcohol.
Yeah.
There is in water.
Yeah. How much %?
I don't know. I think me have got Google this. You have got give me some service.
Okay, go ahead.
You have got give me some service. So maybe I go give me some hotspot for Google this. Cause I'm not sure.
A 22-seater vehicle can hold how many people?
What kind of vehicle?
A 22-seater vehicle can hold how many people? Humans.
Those are somebody can hold.
on you. Come. A 22 seat of vehicle can hold on go 7 smarty. Eh? You can't believe this.
This bad, brother. This
7
bad.
somebody can
This
hold.
bad.
Like a 7 seater, like 7 people you can hold.
15. 15.
So a 22-seater vehicle can hold how many people in total?
15.
15.
What about if it was
You can't believe this.
a 23-seater? How many persons can it hold then?
3 people.
It all depends now if them slim or fat, you know. Can hold up to all about 18, 19 people. Slim people.
A 22
If you're slim, 23 seater can hold
18, 19.
19. Eh?
seater vehicle can hold how many human beings?
A 20 what that?
A 22-seater vehicle can hold how many human beings?
Ali Bacha.
22, mother say 42.
Jesus Christ, brother.
Man. No.
Why?
Hmm?
How you right?
Because a 22 vehicle, you say?
No, a 22-seater vehicle.
22-seater vehicle. 22-seater vehicle. Let's say 42.
That's correct.
Let's say 42.
42. All right. In 5 seconds, can you tell me?
No. You might come from 60s days, 50s, you know, like 50s. So you know, it's about to this. Yeah, man.
The 11th month of the year?
No.
What is the 11th month of the year?
I said no, negative.
Okay, but try.
What is 11th month of the year? No, negative. I'm not trying to, you know.
I'm not going to give you 5 seconds then. What is the 11th month of the year?
Negative.
What is the first month of the year?
It depends. I said negative because it depends how you interpret it.
Okay.
Some people interpret it differently from others. Yeah. In the Muslim world.
That's what I'm doing, you know. No, man, this I'm the Muslim. You are Jamaican.
World is a different.
Okay. What about the 11th month of the year? What is the 11th month of the year?
Like I said to you, in the Muslim world, they interpret the thing differently.
Yes. Yeah. What is an autopsy?
What is an autopsy?
No, sir. The man has same digestive system. Now good, and when him belly burn him, and he want to autopsy, but him not have the money.
Yeah, we not have the money.
No, man. But I have to do better than this. No, you know, when you have government, you have to care for them people. Do by way. Sure, man, they do, you know, come and do jamal for these people, them too, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have enough people go to school and then go teach jamal, and you have some other people go and then go teach jamal to some big man, like, you know, like Cowbone, you know, a man named Cowbone, and that's what I mean. It's a teaching. So you have to go teach him, open them, shut them, you know, and teach them how to count. And it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Understand? But you can't have the youth man say them fully done stuff. Boy, Andrew Holness, them come up with this, do something, and them feel good. I'm gonna find no Jano, this mash up over my head. Mash up my head. No, but I cry. No man, but this, you know, a favor note, you come 18%. What a pass is. 18%.
That's CXC. CXC, you know.
18%. You're like 5 and 18%, you know.
Yeah.
No. Like a 5, something more on there, so it's bad.
Yeah, man.
It's
5
bad.
subject, 18% of Jamaican.
No, that's straight, my brother. So, no, sir. Them that remember, I do editing, but when I do music with a different thing from them, them that's straight talk. Yes, you talk about them and then they think about you are trouble, you know. You are trouble. Yeah, man, you are trouble, you know, my brother. Yeah, man. Them man, them head tough. Eh?
But if you notice, you know,
yes,
you can easily discern Andrew Holness category where him underperforming, I know. I'm not talk about them, you know. You notice as a prime minister, you never hear him talk anything about the education as it relates to the decline, you know, our students attaining more than 5 subjects in the CXC examination. Him don't address that, you know, because it's not a problem to Andrew Holness. What Andrew Holness like to see in our society is what we are looking at here. Our young people dunce to the extreme that them don't even know. So alcohol not in a water.
Let me tell you something now. Right now, TikTok, it out for a lockdown. And my wife said, no, so TikTok out for a lockdown. And I said, yeah, it's for lockdown. And she said, why I said that? Because some people them make them think I'm in a, what, me play music on TikTok. But when you notice my tune, I'm play 100% reggae. And I play my sound system, I play R&B. And you notice, I'm going back to the 50s, 60s. And I play my brethren them in a reggae music from the 60s and things. But me and them power. I do not listen to where I go now. Me not listen to where I go now. Me not listen these kind of things. Now it not pass me. Me not listen it. We have nothing can listen to. So you know you have your own mind, make up your mind to other things because we not be destruction of reggae dancehall and listen to some things when a reggae dancehall. I do not listen. Yeah, not pass me. Now do that. See? So that's just me. You notice when I play what me play. You better
man.
listen,
Man.
And I'm my thing. I leave it to them, but I'm my thing because if it's not worthwhile, I'm not listening. When people
anything where you play lonesome, it have to be edifying, to the people, Them can digest your type of thing, clean.
Yeah,
and it have a pathway to history or something to do with your life. So you can learn from the music.
Yes, me enjoy myself to my music, but me not listen. I say you're fully dance and this, and then next thing when me not listen, none at all. Cause you see them, me tell you see your teeth and your tongue don't play with it, And that's the part where you keep you healthy. You not play with your mouth. You don't play with your mouth. This oral thing, you don't play with your mouth. You don't play, and your health that. And the part where for your health. Eat right amount of food. My food I cook.
Properly.
Any food that I can peel off our skin and them thing there and wash with soap and them thing. My food go up on fire and cook. We don't play. You understand? We not follow what people are say.
No.
Foolishness. You understand? Make me live in my old time ways. Me good. You understand? That's why so much germs are popping all over the place now. Everybody wants to smoke a pipe. Them are the musician, but them are blow a hand. And saxophone. Come on now. That's all kind of things are happening at the place now.
Landscape change, man.
Drastically.
The landscape change drastically, man. You see?
I think the same in my wagon, weed whacker, but in my more land.
Oh, Michael Leachin. Michael Leachin the attack.
Yes, same wagon. Yeah, but them are more land. Come on now. And I'm a good man. I'm good. See? So we keep it real. For them thing. Brother, no moving away. We have to go knock them again now. And you honest. Stop the foolishness. And don't make them come out, come ask them foolishness they again here, sir. But voting and about when election and a call and things. Stop that. Because we say get well bummy, But this. We move the country forward. We don't have foolishness. And people stop, don't make them come chicken about this and that. Something not right. No plate of food and nothing can chicken out. Some guy do look up here one can check pan. Make sure they can check up on anything when anybody are put in their head, You have to just go check it. Make sure you facts check your things then. Don't make them spread no propaganda in their head and foolishness. A super granddad when they foolishness.
Yeah. I mean, want to make them know so right now. The future supposed to be the priority for Jamaica right now. The future. Yeah. Jamaica have to have a future.
Yes. Here this now, diplomat. Yeah, here this. It's when you have a country around, you have to make sure everything trickle down. You see the government have time for stop have criminal government and have real government. I feel very responsible. You're going to have to serve the country. That when you retire, you and your grandkids and everybody are right. So you want to see a better Jamaica. No man. Let me tell you this. She said, man, I go for riches still and move anybody for it. What about I did one day? And we can't say, no, this don't happen because we see, well, our granny, our great-great-granny, our great-great-great-granny. Them not there. Them they both walk on earth, and we know because we there, so we know. Like our mother and father gone home now, and we turn grandparents to and all kind of things. We full for them seat now and full granny and grandfather seat. See? So it's just a, just a rotation. So we know that. So, when someone go for this big vanity and I go on, you have a dead left it. Make people survive, man, and run the country and run it good, man. It cut down crime and violence and stop being so greedy. And you want clean leaders. Clean. Yeah? You can't have prime minister with them name and call up in all kind of things. And it will stop. It will stop, man. There's the EQ. That will stop. Full stop. You don't promote a man with 28 business. When you want to be labor, this independent, you cannot support that because you said go come of a party. No care what a man do, never let him go. But if it was an next party, you don't let him go, you don't belt him down. That means you make the thing worse.
Yeah.
You don't bet in criminality, don't do it. Not do it. Don't do it. It's not good. Even if you're a criminal, you're a gunman, you want set example with the leaders of the country. Because when you there, you look for your leader and you live that way and say you're the girl then bugger come. And at best baby father, you live some little life from your this and crafts. Where you are set, where you want the youth them to do. If you them analyze you, them are go on like you and where you are set. And the worst thing that brother.
Then all right. Them lonesome. Watch this now. You remember lonesome. You remember when them have go around with the Clarks thing, see 11-year-old get mashed up.
Right.
To see them Clarks in a school.
Yeah.
You cannot, there's certain things that a leader of a country should not partake in.
Yes. Yes.
Anything that easily can infiltrate the mind of the young ones. You don't participate in that.
All right. See the man that play dub. Val, same name, Killer Vals.
Yeah.
Ancestor, not my word. We have it can't play it. See? You know, dub, you play dub. We understand. Thing to take it up. The Prime Minister. And then him come and said, these lyrics, you're too flip-flop, man. Because let me tell you something, I can listen to lyrics, It don't mean nothing to me, Because if you have a steady mind, nothing, you can't be a
nothing can break that. Nothing can break a steady mind,
Eh? You can't believe all right. So if you so easy to get led astray, right? And a man tell you, say, lonesome, look for me, lonesome, climb on a building top of me, climb, jump off for you do go charge, man. Me know if you have sense. Me if you know say me jump off and I see me a jumping or something, and even if it's so high, me a jump in your bus all your belly.
Yeah, man.
Because somebody jump off and jump on their belly and I know say they
then the speed, the higher is a more speed you develop before you hit the ground target,
So you can't be a fellow fashion, man. You have to set the example, man. Yeah. You understand? I said go. Anyway, make a run now, because, Zane, sure heart, me tell you, say the sure heart, brother, later, no say nothing. Zane.
Don't say a word, my big brother. Bless.
Titans, no two way about it. 1 a.m.
Start back.